They say you only get one chance to make a first impression. My first impression of the Zufa belt, because this is the belt, folks. This is what their title is gonna look like. It looks very bland, very generic, lacking any flair. It doesn't stand out because you chose two of the most basic colors. I mean, what? Gray and black. No accents, nothing to really make it pop. The hexagonal pattern makes it semblant of the octagon, you know? That it looks like another UFC title. It looks like another UFC title. And that it doesn't have any color is one of the main things for me. That it has no color, and because it has no color, it has no real flair. It doesn't pop. Somebody remixed it. I saw somebody on Twitter remix it to where they added, the leather is green leather, like a dark green, and then the metal plates are yellow, which, yeah, that's a great combination to put together. Not the bright green like the WBC, but like a dark green. Somebody did that on their own. And that belt looked much better than this one. Like, sponsored by G-Shock. Yeah, like I'm just being honest that I don't really like the belt. I don't really like it. It looks very very flat, very room temperature. Shout out to Drew. Virgil is done. What does the crystal cock predict? He's gonna sit out, Drew. He's gonna sit out. You know how this works, Drew. It's not that the fight is blocked, bro. It's not, the fight is not blocked. What's blocked is you can't make the fight and you can't negotiate right now, from now until September, when they have to iron out something. You can't move without Golden Boy. If y'all reconciled right now and said, okay, fine, I'm with Golden Boy, you could make the Boots fight. But because Virgil doesn't want to be with Golden Boy anymore, and he said that on his social media, he doesn't want to be with them anymore, that fight is not going to happen no time soon. In his own words, he said, although the judge didn't see it our way and the fight is blocked for now, my team and I will be moving on to arbitration and to the Court of Appeal. My time with Golden Boy is done. I'm confident that my right to move on to other opportunities will be upheld. As always, I'm in the gym, staying ready, and any junior middleweight champion should do the same. It's only a matter of time. The thing is, and we talked about this earlier, Drew, what if DAZN decides we're not going to give Golden Boy another deal unless they can deliver us that fight? And Golden Boy can't deliver you that fight because so long as you're involved, Virgil doesn't want to be with y'all. He don't want to be promoted by y'all anymore. So there's definitely room for things to go sideways there for Golden Boy, because it's not a secret now that DAZN was putting pressure on them to deliver that fight. There's nothing off, nothing wrong, nothing going on the Matchroom side. They are team players. All the friction and all the problems and all the bullshit is on the Golden Boy side. Now, you notice that, look, we're 2 months into, really close to 3. We're on the 3rd month of the calendar year, and DAZN still hasn't given Golden Boy a new deal. They've had 2 months to do it, and they still haven't. Shout out to Drew. This is also Canelo's, Gregory M. Smith, Canelo's lawyer, too. I have to surmise other conversations and brown bag deals have happened. Ryan and Virgil want to go, and DAZN knows. Yeah. For all we know, Drew, what if Matchroom is offering Virgil a higher contract minimum than what he was getting on Golden Boy, and DAZN approves that, right? Because that's where all the money's coming from, right? And DAZN is approving that because they just don't want Oscar to be the one handling his career anymore. The bottom line at Golden Boy is honestly Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz. That's the bottom line over there. Everybody else is an NPC. Even, and I like Gabby. I think Gabby's amazing. But tell me that Gabby wouldn't be promoted better on MVP. Tell me that Gabby wouldn't be promoted better on Matchroom. Anybody that Golden Boy has would probably be better off at Matchroom. You know? What it do Undefeated? The handsome young Puerto Rican, as Drew likes to say. Ryan and Virgil at Matchroom still under the zone. Eso lo que es, posiblemente. Now, you know, Ryan is a wild card, but Virgil, you can see plain as day, Virgil doesn't want to be promoted by Golden Boy anymore. He's tired of it, you know? He doesn't want to be promoted by them. What it do, Ray? So they have to have this ironed out by September. This thing with Virgil and Golden Boy. Gregory M. Smith, Virgil, his father, Rick, seem confident that they can still get out of this. The fight isn't over. You know, Golden Boy didn't win the whole case per se. It's not like that. There's still time. And, you know, I'll say here what I said earlier. If you're talking about what September gets here, and Golden Boy Promotions still doesn't have an extended deal with the zone, that's going to make it easier for Virgil to leave, because then he could say, look, we're 9 months into the calendar year and they haven't extended their deal yet. They don't have a broadcaster, which gives me the precedent to leave. I got Haney, bro. I got Haney. I'll say here what I said before, bro. The guy who's training Rolly right now is the Cuban guy, Ismael Salas. And Salas is a thinking man's coach. He's going to mold you into a boxer. If you go back and you look at how Rolly beat Ryan, he wasn't trying to muscle him. He wasn't trying to knock him out. He didn't go for the kill. He boxed him, and that's how he beat him. So I just think that with Ismael in his corner, Devin, he's not going to step to Devin and try to put out and put it on Devin. He's going to try to box because that's what your coach teaches. That's what your guy does. He's going to mold you into a boxer. Well, you don't win no boxing match with Devin, bro. You know? I figure that's going to be another boring Devin Haney decision. You know, if they do fight. I've still got reservations about whether or not they're going to fight because look at who the offer's coming from. It's coming from fucking PBC. Seriously? You know? Devin is used to getting Saudi money. We'll see what the PBC offer look like. If it's good, they'll let us know. And if it's not, they'll let us know. That's going to sell 90. Yo, my dude, exactly. That's market, bro. That's straight up market. That's not Turkey overpaying you. That's not the zone overpaying you. That is straight up market. Shout out to Drew. Honestly, Jules, Top Rank getting the same money they give Matchroom and dumping Oscar is better for USA Boxing. Yeah, bro. Of course. It would be amazing to have Top Rank on the zone. It would be amazing. If you give them the budget that you were giving, and really you could justify giving them more, but even if you gave them the exact same budget that you were giving Golden Boy, I think they would do a lot more with it. I think they would do a lot more with it. The fuck you mean a Lanterns trailer? What it do, Darren? Nobody's gonna buy that fight, bro. I see all these lame brains online, like, yeah, Rolly versus Devin. Are you gonna buy that fucking fight, dog? Are you? I see people getting excited about that shit, and I'm like, yo, all the people I see get excited, I don't think not one of y'all is gonna buy that fight. You're gonna steal it. That's what's gonna happen, because Devin don't got custies like that, and Rolly got less custies than Devin. Keep it real. What it do, George? I want to see Top Rank on the zone. I need more boxing on the platform. I use only for boxing. You know what I mean? Nobody gonna buy that fucking fight. These motherfuckers just get hype off of dumb shit. I ain't even gonna call it hype. Cause hype make you buy shit. These motherfuckers not gonna buy shit. Shout out to Drew. Any hate mail for the shoe? Not yet. Not yet. Cause everybody know he's scared. I said it on the hate mail. I said it on the relay. I said it in the afternoon talks. I'm gonna say it again. The only ones you see crying, peeing, and shitting when they have to travel are American fighters. You don't see nobody else really acting like that. British fighters travel all the time. Eastern European fighters travel all the time. Mexican fighters, Central South American fighters travel all the time. Australians travel all the time. The only ones that want to throw their toys out the pram and start acting fucking stupid is the Americans. It's the only ones. Shout out to my man Luis. Fam, we live in bizarro world. Yo, for real, right? ¿Qué le está pasando al mundo, Luis? ¿Qué está pasando that we're in a Rolly unification situation, bro? Andre didn't want to leave Oakland. He didn't want to go to Canada for Butte or Stevenson, Adonis Stevenson, not Shakur Stevenson. The only ones you always see having a fucking titty attack about having to go abroad is American fighters. That's the only ones. Like, fam, if you was selling out in New York, I could understand. If you selling out the big room in Manhattan, I could understand. But you not. You literally an undercard fighter. What the fuck is an undercard fighter telling one of the highest paid boxers in the world, you need to do this and you need to do that? What the fuck? They saying it's going to be Devin, but we'll see. Go ahead, Antonio Mosley. What did I lie about? Go ahead. What I lied about? I did have a hate mail for Antonio Mosley because he tried to bring up the Argentine, Luis Angel Firpo. He tried to bring him up as a parallel for Keith Thurman. Because Luis got into the Boxing Hall of Fame 2 years ago, but there was a reason for that. It was because he was in a fight with who the fuck was it? I'm fucking getting old. I'll get back to that shit. What it do, Undefeated?
Yo, what's good?
Every time you ask an American to travel, they act like you asked them to go to fucking Narnia or Krypton. Yeah, for real. It's always the same shit. It's always the American fighters that do that shit. British fighters travel all the time, bro. Like, that's regular to them. The whole world over of boxing, they all travel. But the only reason fighters even used to travel to America, right? The only ones that do is because the money was good. Now, the money for a fucking super bantamweight in America, yeah, it's not good, bro. Clearly, it's not good. Americans don't watch that division. They barely watch the featherweight division. So why would he come here? For what?
It's not like Shushu's a star here. Who the fuck is Shushu, bro?
Brody, the guy you brought up got into the Boxing Hall of Fame because the fight that he was in set an attendance record. That's why he got in. See, that what he's arguing is that Keith Thurman is Hall of Fame worthy. That's what this guy. That's eso es lo que está. Pero eso es lo que es.
No,
Eso es lo que es. Pura pendeja. Pura pendeja. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're saying that because Luis Angel Firpo got into the hall, that Keith Thurman is going to get into the hall. Okay, bro. We'll see. We'll see. I like it's esos son puro estupidez, and it's like, yo, are you fucking joking, dog? This is what you're arguing? You think Keith Thurman has a Hall of Fame career? The guy who he's comparing him to, he was in a fight of the year and with Jack Dempsey. It got fight of the year, the fight that he had. And the fight that he had before that had held a attendance record. So you could see how he got in that. He's not really in there because of his resume per se, but he was part of two very major events. Kind of like how Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward are in there. Gatti and Ward aren't in there because of their careers per se, because of career accolades. They're in there because they made a very famous fight. It's the same with Firpo, but you're comparing Firpo to Thurman. So what famous fight was Thurman in? What attendance record did he set with anyone? Silly shit, bro. What it
What's
do,
new?
Seth?
What it do,
Hey,
man?
shit,
What it
man.
do?
Antonio Mosley still arguing dumb shit. This guy, I'm gonna get a fucking ulcer talking to this fucking guy because he's
Dude,
consistently
I'm gonna get
says
a brain bleed,
stupid,
bro.
Bro,
Because
stupid shit. Like this. That's what this guy argues is stupid, pure stupid shit.
three fights in 7 years. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Me lo dice.
bro,
Ma-
these guys
siete,
trying to
yo,
listen to reason is like pulling teeth. That's how it
he's
is.
he's a fucking Democrat. That's what he is. I fucking hate these fucking Democrats. He's
Democrat.
he's a Jasmine Crockett, bro. He's a fucking
Hey,
Jasmine
He's from
Crockett.
shout
the
out.
Kamala Harris
Yeah.
administration, bro.
Shout out to the great, and I mean great state of Texas for getting that bitch out last night, bro.
Yo, I don't know how y'all had that bitch in there in the first place, bro.
Oh,
Bro was
that bitch snuck in during COVID, bro.
Wait, what
tiene que
happened?
Jasmine Crockett gave up, what was it? She gave up her Senate seat, I think it was.
She's about to give up her
No, it was a
cheeks.
state
She gave up her
representative.
exactly. Like she decided not to run as a state representative so she could get a congressional seat, and she's not gonna get that.
It's like
Oh,
it's
shit.
that's the equivalent of
that
Devin
bitch went
Haney
out
going into
crying.
free agency.
No, yes, okay, yo, on God, she literally goes out crying, blaming the Republicans. Like, ma, it's the Democrats that they vote for you. Like, it's your constituents that decided you're not the guy or the gal for the job. That's your constituents that decided that, not no
So
motherfucking Republicans.
so she's a
Female
free
Debo
agent
Death, bro.
she's a free agent like Berlanga got knocked out too. Same shit.
Basically, yeah. Basically, shout out to Luisito.
She's a star.
Undefeated. Stop sending DMs telling me I'm a handsome Puerto
Ah,
Rican. Come
vete a
on,
la
Undefeated.
verga.
You gotta
Vete a la
you gotta
verga.
ease up, bro. Quick quote pro,
Undefeated's
bro.
funny.
El Talibano said, is Undefeated actually undefeated, or does he have a couple of no contests like Devin? Jules, American boxers are really embarrassing, especially Virgil. Well, look, I'll say this about Virgil's current situation because we've all complained about how Golden Boy moves him and manages him. At least he's trying to change his decorum. You know, like at least he's trying. Oscar doesn't want to let him go because he really can't afford to, but at least Virgil's trying to get out of that shit. That's the most I could say, you know, because I didn't even think he wanted the Boots fight, but it looks like he's trying to have it. It looks like he's trying to have it. I don't know. Shout out to Bob Saget. It's prize fighting, but American fighters want people to come here for a smaller prize, which is why I'm proud to be Japanese. I'm black from California. Me too. I'm proud to be Japanese, and I'm Mexican from Ontario.
Yeah.
But it's just
So
embarrassing.
we're gonna get we're gonna get Inoue versus Shushu Carrington inside of Kennedy Fried Chicken. Is that it?
Basically, right. He want to fight him in Caporal on 157th and Broadway. You
What
literally,
the fuck, bro?
yo, homeboy, you literally a fucking undercard fighter.
Yeah,
Literally.
we're not gonna
Dude,
mention how
dude,
Inoue's
if
been in more main
Bro,
events
he
in
wasn't
America
even,
than fucking Shushu.
Me
dude.
lo
He
dice,
wasn't. He
coño.
wasn't even the co-main. He
No,
wasn't even the co-main.
Seth, lo que me
That's
molesta. Te voy a decir,
ass,
no,
bro.
lo que me molesta. They let him. Do you know why a Bruce Carrington can sit there with a camera rolling and a mic in front of him and say this dumb shit? Because nobody in the American media is going to challenge him. That Bruce Shushu Carrington, have you headlined any events in the tri-state area? Are you ranked as one of the top earning boxers in the sport? Because you're telling me that he's not a star, but what are you for trying to tell him what to do? What are you? You're an undercard fighter, bro. You fight on undercards, bro. You're the bread that they bring out before the fucking fettuccine, bro. You're that fucking dip at Uncle Julio's with the chips. That's you, bro. And you're telling him what he should fucking do. And they let you and other fighters like you get away with it. And it's the media's fault because you have no shame. Oh, you need to fight me in New York. Why? Because you're from New York and you're scared to travel? The fucking nerve of you, bro. Yo,
Bro,
didn't
if he
Marvin dímelo, espera, Virtuoso. Dímelo tú. Didn't Marvin Hagler have to travel for Antifermo? Didn't he?
Yep.
Didn't he have to travel for Alan Minter?
Uh-huh.
Didn't he? ¿Por qué? What the fuck, bro?
Bro,
Bro,
if he crosses hold on, if he crosses the Brooklyn Bridge, bro, he's just another face in the crowd.
Yo, the way these dudes talk, like you would act as if there's a proliferation of American superstars in boxing, and one fucking blithering idiot brought up Ryan Garcia. That, you know, Ryan is more well known. If Ryan is more well known, moron, why does he make less? Why does he make less than Inoue? He's more well known, according to you, right? He's more well known outside of boxing circles. Then why does he make less? Why is it not his name on the top earning boxers in the sport? None of this is hard to understand. Just because, look, just because a bitch with an ass on Instagram has 90,000, 500,000 followers, that doesn't actually mean she's famous, you know. That just means a lot of guys are rubbing one out to her pictures. That's all that really means. And so because Ryan has 4 million or 5 million or however many million followers on Instagram, that doesn't mean that translates into dollars. What are the numbers for the Barrios fight? Because it's been a week. What are the numbers since he's bigger than
You know, I was gonna ask, like, did that guy who wrote that dumb shit, did he buy the fight? I probably bet he didn't.
I promise you he fucking didn't. I fucking promise you he fucking didn't. But go ahead, bro. You know, go ahead. Now, you know what I want, Virtuoso? I don't even want Inoue to move up anymore. Fuck that shit. Starve.
Nah.
You fucking
No,
cowards
dead ass.
up
I know
there.
exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Wade.
You fucking
Yeah.
cowards up there don't want to fight each other. You don't want to fucking do anything because for going on 3 years, you've been waiting on a fucking super bantamweight. Nobody wants to unify nothing. Yo, Rafa's been champion for over 2 years. I didn't even realize it had been that long. Like, damn, it's been that long since he beat the
Gonna be
Cuban?
3.
Fuck
Gonna
out
be
of
3.
here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, he needs to, bro. Honestly, anyway, just starve him out, bro.
I think
Trying to
Inoue
get
should
fucking-
just say that he's gonna stay at 122. If he just says there's no plans to move up to 126 anytime freaking soon, or just be like, no, I'm not focused on 126, then freaking let him starve,
No.
dude. Let them cut their legs off to make weight.
I would say, I would
God
say,
damn.
you've had Angelo Leo, Bruce Carrington, Nick Ball before he lost. All these guys, all of them, like a fucking choir. Yeah, my dream is to fight Inoue. Suck a fat fucking dick, okay? Fuck that bullshit. You need to
Nah,
fight each other. You fucking
The,
bums.
the lame shit is when Shushu talks shit like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the fighter to expose Inoue." You mean in the 6th division,
Right?
where you're in your first and you're damn near 30?
Look at how fucking courageous you are at fucking 27, weighing 126 fucking pounds. Look at the heart on fucking Bruce. And I liked Bruce before that. I really did. But I'm like, yo, not for nothing. All y'all dudes walk and talk like some cowards. On God, you do. You waiting on this little ass man to move up to this weight, and y'all just standing around jerking each other off and shit. Don't want to fight each other. It's fucking pathetic.
That
And
dude's
then wonder-
corny, bro.
And then wonder why is American boxing in the gutter? Because y'all act like that. Who the fuck you really think is behind you? Acting like that. Who's gonna be behind you? Y'all act like some cowards. Take care of Big Boy. Take care of Rafa. Push for fights with people at your weight because all you doing is chasing around, honest to God, to the customers and the people that pay to see boxing. Yo, it just looked like you chasing around a little dude. That's all it. Why would that make you look good? It's my dream, man. Get the fuck out of here. You trying to fight a little dude, saying that he's not a star? Then help me out. Then why you want to fight him? He's not a star, right? He's not a star. Not global. He's not a star.
That's just Americans, bro. Like they don't understand that you can talk shit about your opponent all fucking day, but you're not gonna get credit for beating him then.
He's not a star so much that even Tank tried to tell him to move up so he could fight him, bro. That's how
¿Verdad?
much of a star
No
he's not.
estrella. He makes more. Yo, listen. You could get Rafa's purse, Angelo's purse, Bruce's purse, Brandon's purse, and it won't amount to what this guy makes.
You
But
can
he's
you
not
can
a
fucking
star.
grab all their purses, multiply by 3. It's still not what fucking Inoue makes.
Dude,
Inoue is on the
60
Forbes list, bro.
Bro, in
million.
front of fucking 55,000 Japanese. He's not a star. Which one of y'all is doing that? Who's doing that? 55,000. Which one of y'all doing that? But he's not a star. He's rated in the top 5 earning boxers in all of boxing, but he's not a star. No, he should listen to you, Shushu, so he can learn how to fight on undercards, because that's the only thing you can teach him.
And how to make less money.
Yeah,
Right?
That's like an insult right now. If somebody
No,
like,
I-
yeah, you're an undercard fighter.
Brooklyn.
No, because I've had this argument with many Americans, you know, and I always say it's so easy to get them. I'm like, okay, name me just one American fighter that's fighting in front of 55K, and that isn't fighting a Canelo,
Right?
like, or an AJ. Like, come on.
And it's that I saw somebody say that, oh, Ryan and David have unseated Canelo as the face of boxing. Okay, according to boxing, call me when they generate what Canelo generates, because until they do, they haven't unseated anything. And the fucking nerve of you to think you know anything about Mexican culture, those are Chicanos, bro. And one of them is a Jono Sabo. They're not replacing him with the Mexican fans. I'm sorry to tell you. That will even listen, even guys that don't really fuck with Canelo like that, like, yeah, that's not gonna happen, bro. Ryan literally don't speak a lick of Spanish. How's that gonna work, bro? How's that gonna work?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to this Inoue shit. I'm like, yo, dog, why would you spend 2 years worrying about a guy that's not a star? He's not a star, bro. You've been talking about this little Asian, this little Bray Fencer Musashi looking motherfucker for 2 going on 3 years because he's not a star. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's like it's a mixture of an inferiority complex and a superiority complex. You think you're so much better than everyone else that you need to talk down on others, but you have no foresight to understand what you're saying. That this guy who makes more than every single person in your division added up and multiplied by 2, that guy's not a star, but you are.
Oh, Antonio is still let me see. Antonio is still making the case. 8 total bouts against quality opponents. Yes, so great. So what is it, Antonio? You want Keith Thurman to get in the Hall of Fame? Let's just cut through the bullshit. Is it that you believe that Keith Thurman should get into the Hall of Fame? I need to hear this shit.
No.
That's
You know,
fucking
he had-
hilarious.
Wait, is that what he's
I'll say
arguing
this.
for?
Espera, eso es lo que él está discutiendo. El otro día, yo dije que Keith Thurman is not Hall of Fame worthy. I said that the other day. I thought that was a common sense argument. I didn't think that was a hot take. But apparently it was a hot take to Antonio, because he's been in his tits for 2 days arguing about this shit, right? So I just want to know, what is it, Antonio? Do you think he's Hall of Fame worthy? I need to know.
I mean, he has Hall of Fame inactivity. He has that.
Yeah, I mean, he could get into the Hall for that. Like the most.
Danny Garcia is more of a Hall of Famer than fucking Keith Thurman is.
Honest, kind of. If you think about it, kind of.
You know?
Right?
2 division
resume.
champion, and that's it.
What's the straw man? I'm waiting to hear. Is it that you believe that Keith Thurman has a Hall of Fame career? I got yes or no.
Fuck
If
no.
you're saying, like, it sounds like he brought up Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko reigned as a champion for something like 8 or 9 years. Unified. Ring Magazine. Yeah, that'll get you in the Hall. But you know what else will get you in the Hall? When he fought David Hay, that was in front of 57,000 people. 57,000. When he
So what's his argument? What does he what the fuck?
I don't
What's your
know.
argument?
I don't
How?
know.
Why?
The only argument that he seems to make isn't to talk up Thurman, because you can't. There's nothing to talk up. The only argument that he's making is tearing down other people that are in the hall. He brought up the Argentine, Ignacio, Luis Angel Firpo. And it's like, do you know how fucking stupid
What the
you
fuck?
sound?
That's a completely different era of boxing. How are you going to bring up that?
No es eso. Firpo set an attendance record. Who was it that he set the attendance record with? It doesn't matter because he set an attendance record, bro. That's why he's there, because he set an attendance record. And then the following year, he fought Jack Dempsey and they got fight of the year with their fight. It's one of the craziest fights of that time. So it's not hard to understand why Luis is there. You need to explain to me why Keith should be there. Did Keith set an attendance record?
No.
Did Keith win fight of the year? Did I miss it?
The only record Keith set was how fast his hairline went away.
Yeah. His hairline has CO2 emissions. It's fucking global warming. It's fucking going crazy. This is what I mean. When I ask him why Keith should be there, he can't tell me. All he can do is tear down other people that are there. That's all he can do. He said Firpo was literally trash. So he was trash, but he was trash that set an attendance record. Did Keith Thurman set an attendance record with anyone? Because that's why Firpo is there. That's why he's there. Did Keith set an attendance record with anyone?
He did beat Leonard Bundu, bro. Let's give him credit.
Yeah, he did. You're right. When
He beat Mario.
Yeah, who knew that beating Jesus Soto Caraz is Hall of Fame worthy career?
He beat Josecito Lopez.
After he got wobbled in the first
Louis
round.
Collazo. Fucking Louis Collazo, bro. That gets you in
No,
the hall, bro.
I'll do you one.
Antonio Mosley is a crack baby Hamanite. Oh shit, it's getting spicy.
God damn.
Yo,
Shout out
I'll
to-
do you one
wait,
better.
wait,
He
wait,
lost
Oh,
to
okay,
Manny.
he's a
wait.
Hamanite. That's why he thinks
If
Keith
you
needs to be in there.
if you put Keith in, you gotta put in Billy Joe and Andre in too. Yo, fuck it, bro. Let's put in. Yo, if I'm putting Keith in, I'm putting Ray Beltran in. That's how I see that.
Nah,
shit.
fuck that. Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs in the Hall of Fame.
Blair Cobbs.
Because at least
Adrian
Jules, I'm putting
because
Ricky
at least-
Burns in.
Listen, because at least Ray Beltran is a two-time champion. Keith ain't no two-time champion. When he lost the belt, the shit stayed lost. He never got it back. So
Just like his hairline.
see the connection.
It's going full
bro.
circle.
Shit.
It's the circle of life, bro.
The circle of his hairline.
But I'm still.
That's
I'm
what I
still
came here
waiting.
for, to roast Keith.
But I'm literally still waiting. That is the only argument, Antonio, that you can make is to tear down people that are in the hall, because you're not telling me why Keith should be there. I can tell you why Louis Firpo's there. They set an attendance record. He won fight of the year the following year, right? This is if nothing else, this was a very famous fighter in his time, right? He achieved fame. Tell me, what attendance record did Keith set in his time? It also helps that there's also an anecdotal record there that Louis Firpo was the first Latin American fighter to fight for a heavyweight title in recorded history. So that's also a part of the reason why he's there. That whether he won or he lost, he was the first to fight for a heavyweight title. That's another reason that he's there. Now, you tell me what gets Keith in the hall. What did he do?
And just to give some context to that, Jules, it wasn't until, what was it, almost 70 years later, when another Latino finally fought for the heavyweight title, and Oscar Bonavena, when he fought Muhammad Ali.
Oye, tipo, de que simply answer the question. Lost against what? What does that have to do with what I just said? Isn't this the guy that got up? This is the guy that got up here before. I remember this guy. I remember who he is now. That he's kind of fucking retarded. I remember how he argues that he's kind of fucking stupid.
He's one of them
Oh,
transgenders.
is that the guy that kept talking about Dick Tiger or some shit like that? The heavyweight?
That's the guy. That's the guy.
Oh
That's
my god,
the
this
That's a middleweight,
motherfucker.
but I see.
Yeah,
I
he
see,
was a
I
light
think-
heavyweight.
I think I see Sam Langford in as his profile picture. Yo, bro, let me tell you something. He lost to Jack Johnson. Yeah.
Let me drop the link. You're saying that because Firpo lost, he should not be in the hall. I'm trying to understand the argument because you're not telling me why Keith should be there. You're just tearing down the people that are there when it's very obvious why they're there because he set an attendance record.
So
Very
besides
obvious.
Purple, who else has he been bashing?
And that's it. That was the only guy brought up because that's the
Oh,
only guy.
so that's
Oh,
his fucking whole
but
argument.
No. But if you scroll up, he did try to bash fucking Klitschko.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He did try to Klitschko, who fought in front of, like I said, 57,000 in the David Hay fight, 55,000 in the Fury fight. Unified champion for something like 8 or 9 years, Ring Magazine and lineal of his era. Let's compare him to Keith.
And made like, what was it, 15 or 16 title defenses?
He's right up there with Larry and Joe. Like Klitschko has a lot of title defenses.
Yeah.
53 recorded knockouts, but let's compare him to Keith Thurman, who could not knock out Leonard Bundu. Okay, tell me, bro, why should
Klitschko had more knockouts than Keith has fights.
Tell me why
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Tell me why Keith Thurman should get into the Hall of Fame. What did he do?
Beat more champions than lose to Angel Furpo. It's better than Jess Miller.
What champions did he beat?
Let's see. I think not top of my head. I think he fought beat
Stop stuttering. What, are you
Porter.
nervous?
No,
Sean Porter was not a champion. Sean Porter did not have a belt when they fought.
doesn't matter. Was Sean Porter ever a champion?
How does it not matter? How does it not matter?
No.
Okay, bro. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking retard. you hear this fucking moron? Is this guy serious?
No, listen,
Abri, that's all, folks. That's all, okay? Porky fucking Pig can't get it together. That Sean Porter was a champion when they fought. Seriously, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not. Like, I used to entertain retarded people for fun. I'm 43. I can't do it, bro. My blood pressure, I can't handle it. Like Sean Porter was not a champion when they fought. The fuck wrong with you? What belt does Sean Porter have when they fought?
And he
The
said,
Rogaine belt.
Like, it makes a lot of difference.
He said, hey, what does it matter? Like, okay, Porky Pig. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. To be fair, Keith was the best Puerto Rican till that is true. He's pretty solid Puerto Rican fighter. A great testament to the
El DeBarge. Yeah.
I forgot that this is the stuttering stupid guy because I remembered Antonio Mosley. I remembered that name, but I forgot that he's the stuttering stupid guy. Like, oh my God. Keith Thurman being in the Hall of Fame. Are you fucking serious, bro? Listen,
he was barely on here for a minute.
No, listen, because I can't, bro. If you're gonna argue to me that Sean Porter counts as a champion that Keith Thurman beat, I already know this conversation is not gonna go nowhere. Sean Porter did not have a belt when they fought. He didn't have a belt. What belt did
And
Keith
the fact
Thurman
that he
win
said
from
it
Sean
doesn't
Porter?
matter.
Oh, okay, your
He
opinion.
was champion after he lost to Keith.
He was champion before until he lost to Kell Brook, and he was champion after.
Kell Brook beat him.
Maybe Keith should have fought Kell Brook, and then you'd have a fucking argument. Maybe he should have fought him. But I'm gonna save us all a lot of trouble. Keith Thurman is not getting in the Hall of Fame. You'd have to be fucking seriously. You would have to be retarded to think he's getting in the Hall of Fame. You would. Fury's getting in the Hall of Fame. That's absolutely he's getting in the Hall of Fame. And I don't even like Fury. Jake Paul might fuck around get in the Hall before Keith Thurman. Not for nothing.
But Jules, he called out Paulie Malignaggi, man. Come on.
Fucking Haymanites, man.
If Jake Paul were to get into the Hall of Fame.
No, listen. If my opinion didn't matter, you wouldn't be on so many of my fucking videos. So clearly my opinion matters to you because you keep coming back to watch them, Porky Pig, and keep watching them. You know?
If that's the case, bro, Jake Paul did beat Mike Tyson. It's on the record.
Right? No, basically, if you're gonna count Sean Porter as a champion that Keith Thurman beat, even though he didn't have a belt, then I guess Jake Paul beat a champion in Mike, even though Mike
an undisputed champion.
Jake Paul undisputed, bro.
Jules, I know we're all talking shit about this fucking guy right now, but I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but what if some fucking weird alternate universe that hairless motherfucker ends up beating Sebastian in a few weeks?
Even if he beats him, it's not Hall of Fame worthy, bro. Sebastian, look, think about it. Even sentimentality may not be enough because of the era that he comes from. You see, you got to weigh him against Usyk. You got to weigh him against Crawford. You got to weigh him against Bam. You might have to weigh him against Gallo because he's an old guy. Like Keith has actually been around a while, and I simply don't see him getting voted in. In the last 10 years of boxing, you've been inactive for 7 of them. In the last 10 years of boxing, from 2016 till now, you have a total of 7 years of not fighting. How are you going to get in the hall, bro? For what?
And look,
Dude,
Oh, shit,
Tio
that's
and
true.
Bam
Hang on,
would get in before
here's
he.
what Keith Thurman's whole appeal was. His whole appeal was in his prime, I'm the guy who's actually fighting these dudes. Only for him to get inactive, and then what happened? Everyone else started
Right?
fighting each other.
And
Well, he
you're
didn't
telling
fight
me
Errol. He didn't fight Bud.
there you
so-
go. He doesn't have a bit like Keith. Generally, the biggest fight of his career, the biggest fight, right, doesn't count as a big fight. The biggest fight of your career is the Manny Pacquiao fight. That wasn't actually that big a fight. It only did a little over 300,000 buys. No
And you
attendance
lost.
record, and you
A
lost.
500. Wasn't it 500?
He needed that win.
No, yeah, it was 400 to 500. You're right. My mistake.
400
my
was the
mistake.
Broner one. 500 was the Thurman one. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but I mean, still, like that, you're not getting in the hall, bro. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you're not getting in the hall, bro. Your biggest, I mean,
did
like,
a good
You
I-
mean
I-
that
against
stunning
I
knockout
really-
of Brock Jarvis didn't convince you, Jules?
I mean,
Bro,
I didn't think I would have to argue.
Gerald
with
Miller's
anyone.
hairpiece is going to the Hall of Fame before Keith does.
That shit. Yo, listen, it's a legit argument that Jake Paul is more Hall of Fame worthy than Keith Thurman. Yeah, like I said, if you're telling me that Sean Porter counted as a champion for Keith that he beat, right, then Chavez and Tyson should count as champions that Jake Paul beat. Because it
And the
doesn't
worst
matter
part,
if they
Jules-
had a belt or not, right?
And you know what? Jake
And the
might get into the hall because of the stuff that, not as a fighter, but as a promoter. He might get into the hall because of that.
I mean,
There's a
he's
chance.
no, let's
There's a
just rock the
chance.
boat. No, let's rock the boat. Jake Paul is the fighter that Keith Thurman pretends to be. He's the kind of fighter he's always wanted to be. Jake Paul is Hall of Fame worthy. He's a better promoter, does better numbers, fights bigger names. Jake Paul is Hall of Fame worthy.
All right, we got to change the subject because this shit is getting out of hand.
No,
man.
because
No.
Jules, you
Oh,
know
so
that
listen.
someone's going to listen to that and not say, "Oh, it's a joke to illustrate how stupid Keith Thurman in the Hall of Fame is." You know someone's going to take that shit seriously.
I'm just saying that I thought that some things don't need to be argued. Like it's kind of like if you know anything about the Hall of Fame, you know who's likely to get in and not just okay. The cycle of champions that Keith Thurman comes from, right? That's the same cycle as Errol. That's the same cycle as Terrence. And they're not all going to get in the hall, you know. Like, no, Keith Thurman. This cycle of guys, not all of them are going to get in the hall. Some of them are going to get left behind. I thought it was kind of obvious that, yeah, Keith is one of the ones that's going to get left behind, bro. They can only vote so many guys in at a time. And I don't think Keith Thurman is going to be one of them. I'm just like, I don't know. I thought that was common sense, bro. I thought.
Well, I'll tell you something.
I guess not to this
Hall of
connection.
Fame. Someone's going to be a Hall of Fame is New York superstar Shoo Carrington.
Oh
Fighting
yeah,
American.
you know, yeah, right.
Hey, look,
fighting
it's
all
the
those-
Chuck E. Cheese belt.
It's the fucking Zufa belt, baby.
What's the safe word?
Safe word is Zufa, baby.
Swordfish. Swordfish.
The fuck, man?
No, safe word is IBF.
You better get on your knees if you want that belt.
Yo, there was
Yeah,
there
who
was
said that?
somebody. Yo, somebody
Well, it
said
is
that
so
shit
safe
looked like
USA.
somebody said that shit looked like a gas station pocket knife, bro. I fucking lost it, bro. It's like, yo, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think
I think you need
they
5,000 tickets to win this.
Bro, listen, bro. I think they squandered. I think they It's a missed opportunity because the way the belt looks, yeah, it actually matters to people. You know, you had an opportunity to create something that stands out, that is completely original, completely new, and you come up with this generic looking shit. You know, There's supposed
Bro.
to be diamonds in it though. If you look, like there's supposed to be diamonds in
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, I was
Regardless,
The
after
looking
shit
at
in
looking
the
at
middle
this,
looks like a fucking octagon.
that little
bro,
Z shit looks stupid. Like that Z pattern. What the
Zorro,
fuck is it?
like what is this shit?
It
Like,
looks
yo,
like they just got lazy.
after looking at this, I would keep the IBF belt if I were Jai.
No, I was gonna
God,
say.
Can
I
I
was
be
gonna
honest
say.
with you, Virtuoso? I think the IBO
Go.
belt looks better than this.
Of course
Yeah.
it does.
I wouldn't be caught dead with this, bro.
No,
Listen, bro.
Jai should have made up his mind as soon as he saw that thing. He'd be like, "Oh, thanks, but no thanks, Zufa."
Just saying that like color, a little bit of color because somebody remixed it. Somebody added like green, like a dark green or whatever, and they added yellow plates. And I ain't even gonna front. The shit looked as mean as a belt. It really looked mean. It wasn't the same green that the WBC uses. They use like a government green, like a pastel green. This was like a dark green with gold. And yo, the shit looked crazy. Like, yo, yeah, that shit do
So
look
was
mean.
it a darker green than the IBO belt?
It was like in between the IBO and the WBC. It was green enough that you could see it was green, but it was dark. And yo, the shit was, I ain't gonna front, like the shit really looked mean. This shit, yo, go ahead, bro. You keep
So-
that
Look,
shit, bro.
it
So
looks
Jules, was the
stale.
green like a army fatigue green?
It was like, how could I put
Fine
it? It's
green.
it,
Why don't you
It's-
just
it's-
retweet it?
yeah, let me go find that shit. Let me see if I can find that shit.
You know
Bro,
what?
if you see this
since-
if you see this belt on Pawn Stars, it's gonna be like, yo, the best we could do is a Starbucks gift card.
yeah, I'm a I don't
It's like
know
something
much
you get
about
at the
this.
prize counter at like an arcade.
I don't
It's like,
know.
you need
I don't know much about this.
25,000 tickets.
I don't know
All
much
we
about
can
this
give you is
belt.
a $25
Yo,
gift
is y'all just
certificate.
gonna keep talking over Undefeated?
See what I'm saying, bro? I don't want to talk no more. Fuck y'all,
Stop
man.
hating, stop hating on a handsome young Puerto Rican, bro. What the
You know
fuck
what
is
I'm
wrong
saying?
The
with you?
Boricua.
No one, whoa, no one said shit about Xander Zayas, but go ahead, Undefeated.
Nah, but yeah. If I'm okay, well, Turkey's pretty much the owner of Zufa. They should have copied the ring belt, just red, white, and blue, and just make it look nice. But this shit looks dead. It looks stale, uncooked
do-
chicken.
I'm saying the shit is not gonna because it looks like a UFC belt, like straight up. It looks like a UFC belt, straight up. That's what it looks like. And because of that, it's not gonna get no respect. No, but like people are a lot less likely to accept this new belt if it's a deviation from what they know. And I understand that maybe you want to stand apart from the sanctioning bodies, but you would have been better off creating a belt that looks like it's part of that. Like this is the blue one, you know what I mean? Or the purple one or something. Your shit look like a UFC belt. That don't look like a boxing belt. It don't like, and because it don't look like a boxing belt, nobody's gonna accept that shit, bro. It
looks
don't
like a
matter.
rejected UFC belt.
You could dig up the bones of Rocky Marciano and give him that shit, and they still won't accept that fucking belt, bro. Like this looks like a UFC belt, bro. But go ahead, go ahead. Over to Vergil, Virgil's trying to get away from Golden Boy, fellas.
No,
What do y'all think? Is he going to be able to do it?
Yes.
You think he will?
Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Jason,
think he will.
Jason, you don't care.
I straight up don't care anything about Virgil Ortiz at this point. Like, what, you gonna win this lawsuit and do nothing? You're gonna lose this lawsuit and do nothing because that's the career of Virgil Ortiz.
I mean, I guess that to some degree, because I see that he's trying to get away, I get that there's some blame that you could levy towards him because I've blamed him for a lot of things that are happening. But if he's now trying to take control and get away from there, I can't really get mad at that. You know what I mean? If that's what you like, Golden Boy had you spinning the block for no fucking reason, bro. How you doing circles around a block for no reason, fighting just to be fighting. If you now trying to get away with that, that's a good thing.
That's true, except here's the problem. From Virgil's own mouth, my dream fight is Errol Spence. That's who you want to fight as the number
That's
one
a red
contender for a
flag.
title?
That is true.
Like,
that is
nah,
true.
bro.
Y'all, shout out to Dr. Spock, who he's a real big Zufa guy already, bro. Real big Zufa guy. He said, Alphabet fanboys, you like Charlo sitting on a belt for 2 years. You like Canelo being protected forever. You like Usyk versus a kickboxer. You like Barrios versus Ryan. Yeah, and you like the Zufa belt that has no lineage, no backstory, no history. You like it just because Dana made it, because you gay for pay for Dana. That's the only reason you bigging up Zufa, because you gay for Dana. From the moment I seen this guy, I realized this guy don't know shit about boxing. He's just gay for Dana. You know? I should shoot him a link. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a link. Why not? Let's make it interesting.
What? So he can
Chaos,
so he can
bro.
show us dick pics?
Back-to-back knockouts for this shit.
Wait,
No,
dude, we
he's
don't
not
want to
gonna
see
show. He's
mutilated
not gonna
crap.
show. No, he's not gonna show dick pics. He's been on before, but you know he's gay for Dana. He's gay for Dana. Oh, so you don't wait. Oh, so okay, Zufa sucks. Let me rethink this. Okay, Zufa sucks. So then, are you a boxing fan, bro? I don't know what this guy's angle is, man.
He said he's an
And
undercover. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He's just that is what I figured. That he's just the undercover MMA guy. He's just gay for Dana, you know.
Is that real
Yeah.
talk? Or is it-
It's real talk.
Oh shit. Look, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Let the handsome young Puerto Rican have the floor, please.
Okay, everybody, get your cocks out. You know, I might.
You don't have to say it twice, bro.
You
didn't say it once.
know, I kind of like Rolly over Devin. I really, I give him a fighting chance. I think he might beat Devin if that fight it happens. I'm gonna go with Rolly. Fuck it.
Mm.
Retard Rolly.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
all he has to do is throw a left hook, and Devin will be on the floor, ass up.
Face down, ass up.
Ass
I
up,
actually-
chin down.
Yeah, I actually wanted to chime in about the Virgil situation, but like, yeah, I just think that Virgil, listen, he's showing a sense of urgency. You know, I respect him for that, but like, I feel like it's a little bit too late now, because
Yeah.
he should have been asking for like a Fedora fight. He should have been asking for like a fight with Xander Zayas. Like, he should have been very like more like he should have been more pursuing about those guys, but. He seemed like a guy who was like kind of comfortable with what Golden Boy was feeding him. Like, if he's gonna fight another no name, another no hoper, that's how it's gonna be. I think that's gonna be the next fight. It's gonna be somebody we don't know. Might surprise us, but then he's gonna blow our mind like within 3 rounds.
I know we don't like Rick Merrigan here on this channel, but
Absolutely.
is Rick actually good in Virgil's corner? Like, he's the only one that has like the best interest in him right now. Like, yo, you gotta leave Oscar. Get the fuck out of there, bro.
Yeah, I think so, but it's like it's at the expense of pissing off the fans. You know what I mean?
Yo, who's
'Cause
who's Oscar's right hand man? The Make a War guy.
No.
I have no idea.
I know. Is it Eric Gomez?
Eric Gomez, bro. I saw him tweet ha 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 after they got denied, and I'm like, bro, it's only a matter of time before you're jobless, bro. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, because he doesn't have that whole promotion don't have a new deal with the Zone. So where's he gonna go?
Why are you laughing, bro? You have no home.
But it's like,
man.
I can't give Virgil a pass at all. I'm sure people are sick of me saying this now because I keep saying it, but 3 weight classes, no title fights.
Zero, bro.
His next
Zero.
opponent is going to be Gumball Johnson. That's what's going to be.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be Luis Lima, bro.
Oh, fuck that.
the best
They're
guy
gonna
he
bring
fought-
Mean Machine up.
again. The best guy he fought was Madrimov, coming off of a loss, and he was hurt and had to go. Didn't he get surgery like immediately after that fight?
Yeah,
I think
his
so.
back got blown out, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Somebody
the best guy
said-
you fought.
Somebody said it was most likely going to be Boots versus Madrimov. Is that real or just a rumor?
Rumor for now.
Rumor for now.
A rumor that could be true.
Yeah,
I'll
because
believe it.
Josh Kelly, he's out there hiding, or I don't know what's the deal with him. You got him going,
He's
him and
hiding,
Xander
he's hiding
going
in
out.
Bakram's ass.
Oh, hey yo,
Bro, he's-
he needs an opponent ASAP. So I'm like, it might be Madrimov.
I can't talk shit about Josh Kelly. I thought he was going to get killed, but that motherfucker pulled it off. So I can't say shit.
He
do
pulled
you,
it off
fam.
just to play diva. Like fuck him.
Yeah, that's true. Right. As soon as the fight was over, well, the next day they were like, "Well, yo, Eddie's looking bad out here," because he was like, "Yeah, it'll be Josh Kelly versus Boots," and Josh Kelly was like, "Nah, let me think about it."
It's like, nah.
Yeah. We're weighing our options now. Man, fuck you.
What the fuck?
We're weighing our options,
Now,
bro.
Now I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be Boots. It's gonna be Boots Kelly in the UK. Watch. DAZN is
Okay.
gonna approve. DAZN is probably gonna approve Matchroom to give both of them enhanced purses just because they need a fight. And the downside is, I believe that will
Yeah.
be a pay per view. I believe that will be a pay per view.
Ah,
Jules, I gotta ask
Go
you, doesn't it seem like Xander Zayas seems to be like the only one that's showing initiative here?
Yes.
Honest to
Yes.
God, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Now I got an exercise for you guys. Name a boxer that you thought was going to be world class but flopped. I'll start. I'll give you an example. I'll give you something to go off of. In 2015, the PBC had a young Nigerian heavyweight named Izwagbe Ugono. Y'all remember that guy? Y'all remember
nope.
that guy? Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. That
Yep.
guy went on to fight Dominic Breazeale, and he got knocked the fuck out. So that's my example. Name a fighter you thought was going to be world class, but nah. I already know who Undefeated going to say. Virgil Ortiz.
Nah, chill. I think he's a face of boxing, bro.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna go with there was a PBC prospect, Sammy Vasquez, 2015.
Mm.
He lost to Felix Diaz, and then he got knocked out, I believe.
I remember Sammy
Hold on.
Vasquez. I remember Sammy Vasquez. That he had like a buzz cut. I remember him.
Yeah, he was like in the army, and that was the whole thing. I was like, okay, this dude might be good. Nope, nah, just another
Go ahead,
PBC
Jason.
hype job.
Go ahead, Jason. Name a fighter you thought was gonna pan out, but he didn't.
God, I'm trying to think of his name. It was a cruiserweight on PBC. He was a football player, transitioned to boxing. Gleason, I think. I saw one of his fights, and he was tight. He threw mean hooks. His fights were really, really fun. And then a whole lot of nothing happened. And I've seen the hair nor hide of him since.
I think you could throw Andrew Tabiti in there. You know, he's supposed to be like a cruiserweight Floyd Mayweather, fought like a homo, but cruiserweight homo. Andrew Tabiti could be on that list.
There's still a chance he might be a champion at Zufa. You know, just
You
put it
never
out.
know.
there.
Fucking that fucking Zufa belt. You got to put it out there. Positive vibes, bro.
Yes,
Ignacio,
sir.
name a fighter you thought was gonna be world class, but he flopped.
Frankie Gomez.
I remember
Damn.
he didn't flop though. He just walked away.
He did, Jules, because they invested so much money and press in him, and they hyped him up like he was going to be like the next guy. And then he never had the dedication or the fire to be a world champion. That's why the guy fucking quit.
That's a good shout. Jared Anderson is a good shout. Virtuoso, name a fighter you thought was going to be world class, but he flopped.
Can I put Saddam Ali in there?
Yo.
Damn.
I mean, like, he did win a title. He beat Cotto. Is that a
Yeah.
flop?
That is a
Yeah.
flop, bro. Because that was but he busted his arm, bro. He kind of beat him like literally his last fight. Come on now.
Yeah, that was his last fight. Seth,
Yeah.
name a fighter you thought was going to be world class, but he flopped.
Dude, what was that one Puerto Rican dude?
Verdejo.
Shoot. It was Berlanga. Not kidding.
Nah,
No.
nobody
No,
thought
no.
that dude was nobody thought that dude was going to be world class.
You said Verdejo?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Verdejo's
the one
a good
that
shout though. That is
Yeah,
a good
because
shout.
he was in the Olympics with he lost to Loma in the Olympics, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of buzz around him.
You know what? It's not too late. Well, I don't care if it's too simple. Yeah, Robesi, man.
Oh, Robesi's a good shout because of the
Yeah,
Shakur
Yeah.
shit. He beat you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He had tremendous upside.
I'm probably gonna go to jail for this, but Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz.
Right.
Andy
Right.
Cruz, bro.
Yeah.
That's fair.
If
Tony Yoka's a good shout. Tony Yoka is a good shout. Olympic gold medalist. He's big. Even I thought he was going to be like the French Anthony Joshua. That's a good shout. Tony Yoka's a good shout.
I
Dude,
hate
Could
to
would
say.
it be messed up to say Buatsi?
nah, that wouldn't be messed up. It's premature, you could say, because under the right circumstances, they could get him to a belt. Under the right, if Bivol leave right now, right? If he leave right now and drop the 3 belts he got, you could probably maneuver Buatsi to a belt. So I would say it's premature.
Wait, hold on. When you say flop,
Maybe what is it?
if
My two choices would be probably Yoka and Buatsi. Yoka,
That
I'm like, nah, it's already too late for you.
if you say flop and they win a belt, does that take them off the flop list?
kind of, because at minimum, when they starting out, you think, yo, this guy's gonna be a champion. You know what I mean? So if they don't even make it that far, that's a flop. But if they at least win a belt,
I kind
The
of
difference between a
even
flop and an underachiever.
like even though I was a fan of him, I kind of want to put Amir Khan in there.
nah, Amir Khan didn't flop. In no way did he flop. In no way
nah,
did
Nah, you
in
can't
no
say that,
way
man.
did he flop. You could it's what Jason said. You could say he's an underachiever that you thought he was
Okay,
going to
yeah.
be more than what he became, but he made money. He fought at world level. He's got 1 or 2
yeah.
signature wins, right? And he did become a champion. So he wasn't a flop. He wasn't
And
what you thought he
I think
was,
he's
but he
gonna be a
wasn't a
Hall of
flop.
Famer before Keith.
Yeah,
Wait, who,
that's
Yeah,
true.
wait,
before Keith
who y'all
Thurman,
guys
yeah.
talking about? Because I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear. Who was the
Amir
fighter?
Khan. Amir Khan.
Yeah. You can say Amir Khan.
That's not a no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Underachiever,
Amir
underachiever.
Khan Amir
No,
Khan
no,
did
no. Saying
Amir
no.
Khan
It's
did
a
relatively
good
well.
shout. It's not saying he was an underachiever or he failed. No, like it's like yeah, he's a good fighter. I was saying yes that he could probably get into the Hall of Fame. That's what I was agreeing with. Not that he failed.
Oh yeah, he'll get into the Hall of Fame. He'll get into the Hall of Fame. Gamboa. I think Gamboa was a flop. I thought he was gonna do much better than he did to date. Gamboa never held the title, right? He never became a champion.
No, he was a champion.
I think.
Yeah, he
I
won
think he
one
did. Yeah.
belt, Jules, at like 126.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a long time. That was a long fucking time ago.
That was in the
I'ma say
Neanderthal era.
I'm gonna say
That's a-
Javante Davis. In 2017, for a brief moment, I thought he was gonna take over. I'm not gonna lie. After he beats Pedraza and he fights Liam Walsh in the UK, right, to defend his IBF. In between those 2 fights, I thought he was gonna go all the way. For me, that's a flop. For me, yeah, he's a flop. So I'm gonna say that. Who else?
I'm gonna go with Michael Conlon.
Who?
Conlon.
Michael Conlon.
Mick Conlon. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
You know that I kind of want to put Josh Taylor in there.
Nah,
though
he was undisputed.
he was undisputed.
You can't do that.
No, I
Nah.
know.
But you could put in. You could put in Jeff Lacey.
know.
Jeff Lacey was a flop.
Casual alert. Casual alert.
Listen. It's kind of like he burned out so fast. Like his prime really didn't last long. Like he wins undisputed. He's shit after that. Like he's dog shit after that. It didn't take
But-
him long to unravel.
That's true, Jules. But at the same time, though, he was fighting tougher guys in his first 12 to 13 fights than most of these fucking dudes fight until they get into like their mid to late 20s and fights, or even like low 30s. So he was taking on tougher fighters earlier in his career than most guys do.
I kind of want to put Teofimo in there. I kind of want to put him
Bro,
in
this
there.
this is
Okay, now
sounding
you're
like,
just
like
screwing
people who
around,
are
dude.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Should we
hey.
put should we put Joshua in there?
uh, no. I mean, look,
Let's
He's
it's
put
a
never
Canelo in
undisputed.
there.
no, 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 no. I mean, no, I mean, I could see why somebody would look at Joshua and say that you definitely weren't what people thought you were gonna be. They thought he was gonna be like the next Lennox Lewis. They thought
Yep.
he was gonna be that. And did he have a good career? Yeah. Did he
Yep.
make lots of money? Of course.
Yep.
Is he accomplished? Yeah, he's a two-time unified champion. There's a stat in the heavyweight division. A lot of guys who lose the title, they never get it back. There's a lot of guys, they never get it back. It's only like 5 guys that got it back, I think. Anthony's one of them. But if somebody said that they feel that he didn't pan out, I would kind of understand where they're coming from. Like, yeah, he didn't live up to what people thought he was going to be. We could say that. People really thought he was going to be like the new Lennox Lewis and shit. So I could kind of understand that. I wouldn't agree with it, but I would understand it. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Who else? Who else? Who else?
Danny Garcia.
Nah, I never thought he was gonna be shit. I never thought he was gonna be shit. Yanni back. Yanni
Yeah.
back.
Damn.
Yo, he was supposed to be the new Golovkin, bro. Golovkin 2.0, bro, with a southpaw stance. It's not working out. It's not working
Kazakhstan.
out.
He popped for Peds, got suspended, and nobody noticed.
Yo, and the shit is they're letting him keep the belt is the worst part. That, in fairness, for those who don't know, for those who didn't read it or those who didn't see it, the episode of the relay I did on it, apparently he had some sort of a medical condition. The medication he was prescribed is said to have meldonium in it, and that's where the meldonium came from. You could do what you want with that, but that's why they're letting him keep the belt. That's why. That's why the WBO didn't strip him. I don't know if the IBF is going to do the same thing, but that's why the WBO said, nah, we're not going to take it from him. But he is suspended for a year. Suspended for a
Just
year.
because he had a little bit of erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, he had a little bit of ED, and, he took some gas station dick pills. He tried to do what he had to do.
He got him from Oscar.
I'm gonna throw Victor Ortiz in there.
Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. Victor Ortiz. Leo Santa Cruz?
Birdo.
Leo fucking
Bro,
Santa Cruz.
listen, nobody on earth thought Berto was gonna be shit, bro. I thought that was nobody ever thought Andre Berto was gonna be shit, bro.
You mean Andre the Beast Berto, bro?
The beast,
Come on now.
bro.
You might as well put fucking Adrian Broner in that mix, Jules.
You know what? That's a good shot. That's probably the best shout. People legitimately thought Broner was going to be the next Mayweather. I wasn't one of them, but there were a lot of people that thought, yeah, AB is the future. He's the golden child. So you could put him in there. You could.
Gabriel Flores.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The hype this little kid had, man. The hype.
The hype around him, bro. I remember Mark Kriegel. He's only 17 years or he ain't too young to get his ass whipped, bro. He ain't too young for that.
Undefeated did that to stick it to Andre Ward.
Can
Not
we
for
put Andre
nothing.
in there?
I was about to say that. Because he retired at 32 is the thing. He retired at 32. Like, you see these guys that are out here now. Fucking Artur is how old? Like, what is he, 40?
41.
41. Usyk is out here 39. Fury's out here 37. AJ out here 36. Like, it's Manny out here 46, bro. Floyd is out here. He's back out here, bro.
Mike is out there.
Mike is out here, bro. What you doing, Andre? Come outside, bro. Come outside. Yeah, I think you could put
32.
Andre in there, bro.
When you're in your prime, and that's supposed to be when the big fights happen for you. 32.
Honestly, don't you think that 32 is young to retire? And you didn't retire Dike from injuries and shit like that. No. There's guys, they got injuries. Fucking Bivol been fighting with a herniated disc for years, right? You retired at 32, and I because he retired at that age, right? Remember the Chow Sonnen said that Andre Ward got busted for PEDs? It just never came out. I don't know if y'all heard that.
Yeah,
I,
I remember that shit.
because of that, because he retired at 32, I believe him. Because why did you just retire like that? One belt away from undisputed, and you haven't really made serious money yet. You know what I mean? And who was coming through at the time that that if you would have stayed, you would have had to fight Vosdick, you would have had to fight Artur, you would have had to fight Bivol. Look at what you went through with Kovalev in that first fight. You would have had to go through that again with all of them. That and the Ped shit. Yeah, I feel like we could put Andre in there. Tired of
Uh,
32, bro. What the
I'm
fuck?
I'm gonna put Boo Boo Andre in that list.
You thought Boo Boo was gonna take over?
Yeah, I thought because I remember him and Keith Thurman, the Hall of Famer. They were
Right,
both
right.
coming up the ranks, and they were both like, "Yo, everybody was losing to the foreigners except for me and him." Bro, his career came out cheeks.
Yeah. Fuck it. Thurman is definitely a good shout for that list because you can't lie that in 2015 and 2016, he was buzzing. Like he really
Oh yeah,
was. Like in that pocket after the Porter fight, he was buzzing. And I think the Danny Garcia fight, even though it did really good on terrestrial television, that killed his buzz. Because they built up that fucking fight, man. They did. How many
you
people, like, what was
better.
it, 4 million, 5 million people seen that bullshit? And that fight was ass. Like, oh my god.
I thought the
You
first
bet.
half of it was really good, and then after Thurman's arm got busted or whatever, then it started to just be ass, just booty cheeks.
It wasn't it, Jason. You being generous because it wasn't the first half. It was literally the first round. It wasn't the first. Remember that Thurman was going for it. That he was throwing big punches in the first round, second round, and then that was it. And then the rest of the fight is ass. After like
You know,
round two,
Well,
rest of the fight is ass.
you know
I'd say I
another
rewatched that to check, but I'm not going to rewatch that fucking fight. Fuck that.
a person that I was like, "Yo, who is this guy?" 2013, 2012, my bad, 2012 when Danny Garcia knocked out Amir Khan. I was like, "Oh shit, who's this guy with a left hook?" Turns out
Yeah,
Amir
I mean,
Khan's chin is made out of paper mache, bro. That's all it
just
was.
fucking glass, bro. It's just fucking
No, no,
glass. Now
that's
listen,
true.
fellas, we got a potential unification match between Emmanuel Navarrete and Oshaki Foster. Are there any Foster people here? Does anybody believe that Oshaki Foster wins that fight?
Nope.
I guess there's
Not
our
not
answer.
not with Navarrete having Navarrete having his new health coach, his new nutritionist. He's actually
Okay,
taking
what
this shit
about this?
seriously now.
What about this latest fight between William Zapeda and Lamont Roach? Does anybody believe that Roach wins that fight? Nobody? None of y'all?
Nope.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Nope.
He's
Okay,
always
then.
on the short end of getting these fucking decisions, man. So no.
Hey, watch
Yeah.
watch them give him a third decision, bro. Draw.
Oh man, look, Lamont Roach can win this
Goodness.
fight,
Well,
and still not win
well,
this
listen.
fight.
The
Like,
caveat is that William hasn't fought since the fucking Stevenson fight, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't fought in a minute, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't fought in a minute.
yeah,
But yeah,
I only have one response to that. Is Lamont Roach still Lamont Roach? Okay, then
Fair
Zepeda's
enough.
winning this fight.
Fair
He
enough. Fair
did.
enough.
He did struggle with Pitbull though. Imagine a Zapeda, bro. Yeah, I think
That's a good point.
Zapeda
Yeah.
gets him.
I mean, in fairness, I'm just fishing because I have Zapata winning.
Nah, wait, Zapeda's about to show Tank and Cruz how to actually handle a Roach.
For real, like I have Zapata winning the fight. Honestly, I do. It is because of what you said. If you had to go through that with Isaac, imagine what you'll have to go through with this guy. This guy's punches are way better, way shorter, way tighter, better engine, better punch selection. Not as small, so it's not as easy to get around him. Right? If he was able to stay on top of Shakur, which he did, he'll be able to stay on top of you. Yeah, you won't get away from him. I got Zapata winning that fight. What else is going on? What else is going on? Not much. Not much outside of Jayo Pataya's fucking fight.
Do you think
Bro, the
IBF
IBF
will
are
let
some
him?
hoes, bro. How many times they gonna try to strip this dude?
For real, they don't like that dude, bro. They don't like that dude, bro. Good undefeated.
Now, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, IBF's gonna let him fight, keep the belt, or no?
I mean, I'll be honest with you that they're petty. They are petty, but I just don't see I don't see why they would strip him. I don't see a reason for y'all to take that belt from that guy.
Like on what grounds?
Him having a Zufa belt with his promoter don't got nothing to do with y'all. It don't got nothing to do with y'all. And the only thing that people keep saying is, oh, but because Zufa said they don't want to work with sanctioning bodies. Well, look, they signed the fucking guy. So what does that tell you? They signed the fucking guy, right? So I just don't see a justifiable cause for y'all to say, oh, well, because you got a Zufa belt, you can't have ours. Y'all let motherfuckers had an IBO, and y'all, I said it earlier, y'all let motherfuckers have that shit, and y'all don't recognize that shit. So it just doesn't make sense to me that they would do that. It doesn't make sense.
The only justification I can think of, and this is me trying to give them as much benefit of the doubt as possible, is, oh, Zufa says they want to be in-house fighting. So if our champion is a Zufa guy and it ends up in Zufa, what? He can't defend it against our mandatory if they're not a Zufa?
Jules, I gotta let you know. The only reason the IBF lets them rock with the IBO because the IBO is the ugly sister of the IBF. That is all.
Either way, they let them do it. That sounds legit, but so far, Jason, there's been no indication that being a Zufa boxer would be an impediment to satisfying mandatory challengers. And if nothing else, he just fought a mandatory. So this isn't a problem that he should have right now. He literally just fought a mandatory in his last fight. So I can't, outside of being petty, in other words, I don't see a justifiable reason for y'all to take that belt from that dude. I just don't see it.
This is where I think Dana White being the spokesman goes against Zufa, even though Zufa's been his baby all along, is because that's how the UFC does things. It's in-house, our belt's the only one that matters, our UFC fighters fight only UFC fighters. So they're going to be like, oh, that's what Zufa's going to do. Even if Zufa takes clear and obvious steps, no, we're not doing that, that'll always be in the back of their mind and it'll justify petty shit.
Yeah, well, that'll fucking throw the whole cruiserweight division out of whack. Then Zufa signing Jai will be a fruitless endeavor because all the value in this guy is in unification matches. If there is any value, it's in seeing him either fight David or Zerto. Other than that, he's cold product, and I like the guy. He's fun to watch. But yeah, without unification matches, yeah, what's the point?
This career doesn't have much meaning.
Yeah.
He's going to get those unification matches regardless. Like
he could get McKaylian. He could probably get that guy. But personally, I'm gonna be real. I don't think he's gonna go undisputed. I really don't. Like, he's not going undisputed. It's not gonna happen.
Politics.
They're gonna freeze him out, and they're coward. They're cowardly and they're scared, and the media will let them get away with it. That David, why are you yo-yoing in weight? That nobody's gonna ask them questions that make the fighters angry or make them uncomfortable. But it's like, yeah, you just came from light heavyweight. David, it looks to us like you're only yo-yoing in weight because you don't want to fight Jai. If you're good enough to win 2 alphabet titles in the cruiserweight division, why not just stay there and win a 3rd? Why not? Dimitri already said that he's going to move to cruiserweight, so you don't need to move down to fight him. Why don't you just fight Jai Opataya after Zerto? But nobody's going to ask that, bro. Nobody's going to say nothing. That's why the fighters are so comfortable doing this gay shit. Still talking about Canelo, by the way. He just did a stream. He just did a fucking stream with the Neon kid, the Indian weird kid, and he's still talking about Canelo.
Are you fucking serious?
I can whip his ass. You know, Canelo's a bitch. I don't know why he doesn't want to fight me.
You know,
I did my homework.
And Canelo are just going to get together and go, who talks more shit about you, bro?
Yo, Canelo just need to hire a hitman already, bro. Just hire some Mexican motherfucker. Yo, hire a hitman already, bro. Like, you might. This motherfucker's never.
Yo, if that goes down, delete this episode, bro.
For real.
Oh my god, for real.
Bookmark this live just in case it go down. We gotta erase this shit. But the shit is ridiculous because it's like, fam, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. What are you still talking about this for, bro? No, I don't understand. Well, you don't want to fight. Like, okay. You don't understand. Let it go, bro.
Bro, he really sounds like a bitch that got away, bro. It's like she don't want you, bro.
Hey,
fucking
it's
wild,
crazy
bro.
because he's moving up to cruiserweight, but he don't want to. Hey, he thinking God that fucking Jayo Patai is over there at Zufa, you know. And then we got Bivol wanting to move up, so yeah, all this ducking and dibber dabbing shit he's doing. That's just closed. The doors are closing in on the Mexican Cookie Monster. You know, the bakery is gonna be closed for a long time when he gets a real fight with someone finally. You know, because he's been avoiding these big fights for a minute.
I mean, the most
Danny Craig is
realistic
going back
fight,
down to 168.
the most realistic fight, honestly, is probably the Bivol fight, just because Turkey would pay for that, right? If David is serious and he really wants that fight, that one could happen, the Bivol fight. But do you guys think he's serious about that fight?
No,
No.
but the thing about this, Jules, is like he's talking about.
Well, no. The
moving
thing
back
is,
down.
the thing is, you talk for 5 minutes. Now you gotta let the other guys talk too, because they got feelings too, and they have thoughts and personalities, and they want to say things too.
No, he's not serious about that fight. If he was, he'd stay at light heavyweight. Bivol and Benavidez were both there.
Virtuoso, is he serious about having that fight?
No, absolutely not. I think he's always been like treated. His career has always been treated like kid gloves, and people try to make out like he's fighting everyone and everybody. Like, nah, it's all engineered, man. But
Ignacio, is David serious about fighting Dimitri Bivol?
No, not unless he has some sort of advantage over him. So I don't see that fight happening.
Real talk, same question.
Fuck no.
Round one. He's not serious about fighting Dimitri Bivol. Then what does he do after the Zerto fight? Because if you guys are saying that he's not serious about doing that thing, what is he going to do after the Zerto fight?
I mean, I know what he's not gonna do. He's not gonna be taking the fucking Ozempic and fucking going back down to 168 like he's claiming he's gonna do. So no, he's not.
Don,
He's just-
do you believe David Benavidez is serious about fighting Dimitri Bivol? Because that's what he's saying.
That motherfucker is scamming everybody right now. He does more talking than fighting. He has talked about fighting every fucking elite fighter, yet he has fought fucking no one. And the only one I'm giving him credit for is Zerto, because he's actually done something at cruiser. But at the same time, there's an asterisk behind a Zerto Ramirez win, is because he's also
Absolutely
moved up. And that's the only thing. Listen, this will be his first credible win, in my opinion, that I'm going to give him if he wins this fight. But that's it. And it's not huge. It's not like, oh, the guy just fucking moved heaven and earth to fucking beat this monster at cruiserweight. The guy has been he is the master of scamming everyone right now. He is like the Gervonta Davis of I don't know what the fuck to call him right now. I don't know.
Honest to God, that it needs to be said that way. That it's a scam, because you see people that they're on board, and they really do talk about him as if he's this fucking machine or he's this fucking killer that's taking everybody on. When no, he's not. He didn't do it at 68. He didn't do it at 75. And listen, you're not doing it now at cruiser. This guy's your old sparring partner, for God's sake. Bro.
For real.
I mean, listen, if he fought as many guys as he's talked about, all the credit would be deserved, all the praise. Everyone on this panel would be behind him. If he fought Dimitri, if he fought
Artur.
Better Beef, if he fought Jai, we would all be like, this motherfucker's the shit. He's going to be number one. He's possibly number one or number two on my pound for pound next to Inoue and Usyk.
It goes back to something. It's something I said. It goes back to something I said about like 23 years ago when I was in Kansas, that David missed his chance to have a legacy. For me, it's too late. Your chance to have a legacy was at 68 when Zerto was there, and Callum and Caleb and all these guys that had all these belts. We all know the production, that the foundation for your legacy would have been there. kind of like what you see with Inoue in 118, that you fought Emmanuel Rodriguez and you fought Nonito 2 times and you fought Paul Butler. In hindsight, those victories pale in comparison to the ones you got after that. You know, the one over Luis Nery, the other one over Stephen Fulton. But that would have been the foundation for your legacy. And David doesn't have a foundation for a legacy. Like, bro,
He
you
doesn't.
if you beat Zerto, so fucking what? And
That's like his first credible win to me, because that's like what Zerto was like a 2-division champion, and this one he got 2 belts. So
Yeah.
that's like basically his first ever credible championship fighter
Exactly.
win
That's what I
type
would
of
say.
shit.
I'm not going to go as far as to shit on the guy for beating Zerto, but I will say, like, okay, that's your first one. But how old are you again? And another thing, once he fights an elite guy, we're going to see all the defense holds, because we've seen the defense holds.
yeah.
They're there. There are plenty of them.
The thing
And
is,
when he fights someone of note, he's going to get fucked up.
I think the only ray of hope, honestly, and I don't even know that this is foolproof, because you know, he sat out for a year before where he only fought once and then he didn't fight again for the rest of the year. And I suspect that we could see that. I don't rule that out, because after you fight Zerto, there are no safe choices after that. Not for big money. If you want big money, it's either going to be Jai or Bivol. And I don't believe that you're going to really boil back down to 175 after this. I don't believe that for a second. I don't. So if you're not going to do that, well, then how do you fight Bivol? Bivol's not moving up to cruiserweight right now. He's about to fight Michael Eifert. After he fights Michael Eifert, he's going to fight Better Beef. That's the plan. So what are you going to do, right? He's using it feels like you're bringing up there you go. He's using these guys in conversation as a distraction from the fact that, Brody, if you're a cruiserweight and you got, if you're a cruiserweight and you got 2 belts, why are you talking about Bivol, who's about to fight Eifert and Better Beef after that? That guy don't get freed up to fight you for at least a year. He don't. But you left the division, bro. If you were still there, I could see, but you literally left the division, and you
I think he mentioned that he wanted to fight Inoue in a conversation.
I'll put 500 on anyway.
Look, I could see that fight coming together, bro. Under the right circle, I could see that fight coming together.
Yeah, Riyadh season.
Shout out to the Ring Magazine
Monster
show.
versus Monster, baby.
But yeah, that
The
it
monster
feels like,
versus the Cookie Monster. Let's go.
but it feels like the only reason you bring up Bivol is as a distraction from the fight that's right in front of you. Because if you beat Zerto, there's no reason you shouldn't fight Jai after that. There's no reason. Y'all would both be there. You would both be free. Theoretically, if you wanted to fight him, it could happen this year. It could happen. And you bring up Bivol. Well, you're not fighting Bivol after this. So when you don't fight him, and we're in fucking June and July, right? No. You fight in May. So when you don't fight Bivol, and we're in September, and we're in October, what are you going to be doing? And that's why I think he's going to sit out the rest of the year. He's not going to fight again. The May fight will be the only fight that he has this year. Unless they order some bum-ass mandatory. Maybe he could fight a bum-ass mandatory. But once again, some of those guys up there are really big, and I'm not convinced that David could handle all of them. Like the fucking Polish guy, CS Slack. That's a big guy who can move and punch. That's a big guy, and he's durable, and he's pesky, and he could give you a lot of problems. So I think, you know what? This dude is he's not gonna fight again this year. It's May, and then that's it. And then he's just gonna sit out and do podcasts and not understand about Canelo. That's what he's gonna do. It's just rounds and rounds of podcasts for the rest of the year for promotion.
So David Benavidez is doing the usual thing, is what you're saying.
Same shit every day, bro. Same shit. You know?
No, because I don't know why he doesn't want to fight me. If I'm so easy, if I'm nothing.
Bro, if there was a website called Podcast Rec, he would be on everyone. Like, and every we'll see a fucking whole list of fucking shows he's been on.
That dude is 30-0 on the podcast circuit, bro. That dude is an animal, bro. He's a fucking beast, bro.
Killing it, man.
He's on Neon. He's on the Danza Project. He's talking to Andre Ward. He's fucking killing it, bro. You know, so there's that fucking shit. There's that fucking shit. What else do we got going on? What else is happening this month? I know Lester has a fight on the 21st, but it's what is it, Emmanuel Alim? That guy, he's gonna fuck that guy up, man. He's gonna mess that guy up. For the MMA fans, we got is Gina and Ronda this month, or is that later?
No, that's in May.
Fucking May, bro. Shit. This month is kind of dry, fellas. This month.
Yeah, all we got is what, Keith and then Fundo.
We got
And
Arnold.
Moses.
We got Arnold Barboza, I think, next weekend. We got that on Golden Boy. We got Lester Martinez. And then we got Thurman and Funfa later on in the month. And I think that's it. I don't think we got anything else.
Adam and Ammo, Jules.
Right. Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good fight.
That's
I'll
a
take
fucking
that.
beautiful belt, man. That looks dope. That belt looks awesome now.
Fucking belt, bro. It looked like a Casio watch, bro. That shit cheap as hell,
I don't
bro.
know.
Alright, is
I'm starting
anyone
to
else
dig it.
bothered
You're giving
that
me
it says-
that BMF vibe? You know, only the baddest motherfuckers could fight for this shit.
Oh God, shut up. BMF.
Good,
bro.
Jason.
Oh, just fucking
Anyone-
with y'all.
Is anyone
Yeah,
else
Jason.
bothered that it says right side plate where the dude's left plate would be on that fucking belt?
Bro,
Like, am I the only one who knows that? Is that just me?
Bro, that was some straight up ADHD shit, bro. Like, no, I did not notice that, bro. It takes a very observant motherfucker to notice that shit, bro. All right, Italma's fighting this. I forgot. Yeah, his shit with Jermaine Franklin is this one. Oh, so we got some fights. We got like
Alright.
5-6 cards. We got
That was an
some
Itama
fights.
fight.
Yo, Jules, real quick before I forget, next weekend, your boy Nonito's fighting again. Didn't he lose his last fight?
Who's he fighting?
He's back in Japan. It's a Sunday
way,
card on the
he is?
15th.
Yo, Nonito's a wild man, bro. He better
Yeah.
than me, dog. Y'all seen Gallo gonna fight Nuksukao? Gallo's back in Japan. He's gonna fight Nuksukao.
Yeah, that's in April, isn't it?
Nasukawa, yeah, he's gonna fight Nasukawa. That's not a bad fight for real. That's actually pretty good. 'Cause, yeah,
Why is I'm sorry, but why is fucking Dana White obsessed with this stupid Voltron looking piece of shit belt?
I don't know, bro. It's so fucking
I don't know.
lame.
Well, the
looking,
new
bro.
belts look
And it's
ugly.
got an engraved signature of his name.
Look at it. Look at like
Way to tramp stamp your belt,
no,
man.
look, that looks like the BMF belt. If you look at the UFC BMF belt, it's the same color, the same looking
It looks like
design.
the front of a pickup.
Bro,
Everything
look,
look like
it-
it just.
I'm just
they didn't
wondering
even
if it.
work hard
Yeah.
for a belt.
I'm just
didn't even
wondering if it
try.
comes. All right, you got to calm down, bro. Shit. I'm wondering if this motherfucker comes with a dolly or something like that. Look like the shit you put
Exactly.
on when you bought the deadlift. Like
Dude, this
is
looks
this
like
a back brace, bro?
It looks like the new edition of the Ford F-150, and there's like a little symbol on the back, and that's it right there.
Yeah,
It looks like shit, dude. It looks like a grill of a truck, dude. Like it looks.
I mean,
Fucking Megatron
that
ass
shit look
belt.
ass, bro. That should look ass. This should look like a fucking ass toilet ass fucking belt.
Honestly,
I mean, the
that
only
shit
thing
look like it,
good it comes. There ain't no sanction fees, but still, like it should look ass, bro. No gold or nothing. Like that's
Nah,
That
ass.
dude,
shit
it
look
looks
like a
fucking
back
stupid.
brace. It looks like a back brace, bro. Honestly, for when you bought the deadlift, like when Don is about to deadlift 315, puts on that Zufa. I gotta put on my Zufa belt, bro.
Go get you a Zufa belt to work out with.
All right, bro. All right, bro. All right. Shit.
If you put this belt on, you get more respect from the Gimps.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, look
shit.
at that shit, dude.
You know what I'm saying? That shit look crazy, bro. But that's the Zufa belt. But fucking yeah, man. It looked like a back brace, and I think it's a missed opportunity because you know what? You only get one chance to make a first impression, and my first impression is that's a UFC belt, bro. That's
Yeah,
what that
it is.
shit look
Yeah,
like.
It is, bro. It is.
It comes with the leather head mask with the zipper mouth.
It comes with a cock ring too. You could wear it while you wear.
Looks like,
Comes with.
We gimping.
looks like fucking dog shit.
By the way, that belt got a secret compartment. That's a fucking strap on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little cock ring in there for you know what I'm saying, for the fun.
It has a button, and when you press it,
You know what I'm saying? Shit, it makes
Yeah,
a
dildo
sound,
comes
bro.
out. The strap on.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
So-
They didn't even try, bro. They didn't even try. I remember when they
No,
made
all
the
they did,
BMF belt,
all they
did
did, bro, all they did was copy and paste the UFC belt. That's literally
Yeah.
they phoned it in for that one, bro. Like,
They
Timu
fumbled
UFC
that shit
belt.
pretty bad.
I mean, as a UFC fan,
Boxing
I'm pissed
deserves better
myself. Like,
belts.
this is boxing, bro. Like, you gotta fucking stick out like a sore thumb in this motherfucking fight sport game, you know? And you do some shit like this. That shit whack, bro.
yeah, that shit look crazy. What else do we got going on? What else? Tyson Fury versus Makhmudov. I really like that fight. The more I think about it, the more I like it because if nothing else, Makhmudov has been fighting. He's been active. Fury hasn't fought in over a year, and he's what, 37? This could go sideways. How many people trust Tyson Fury to win the fight?
I don't. That's a hard fight.
I do, but I'm biased, so what does my opinion matter?
Don, what do you think? Tyson Fury versus the big dumb Russian that wrestles bears. He wrestles bears, this guy.
Hey, when's the fight again?
That one is in isn't that May?
No,
Isn't
that's
that May?
April. I think
No,
it's
April 11th.
Yeah, that's April.
So,
That's April, yeah.
is the Conor Benn shit going to be on the undercard of that?
Yep.
That's the co-main.
With-
Conor
with-
Benn and
wait, hold on.
Prograis
With,
is the
and
co-main.
it's official with Prograis.
Yeah, no, that's done,
And they're
bro.
getting,
Like
and they're getting
that's
paid. They're getting paid like millions of dollars. That's a $500
$15
fight.
million.
That's a
$15 million.
$500,000 fight, dude.
My dude, listen.
That's a $500,000 fight. That's a UFC salary fight.
Wait,
Bro, that's a
Jules,
ham and cheese sandwich worth the fight.
Jules,
That's a
so
fucked
what
up
do you
fight,
think
dude.
about this 15
Why are we wasting our time with that fight?
Well, listen, the beauty for us, honestly, and this is where I tip my hat off to Turkey, honestly. The fight is not pay-per-view worthy. It's not. It's not box office in any way, shape, or form. But he didn't make it box office. It's on Netflix. We don't have to pay anything extra to see that bullshit. So if you're gonna give me
All
a
right, well,
bullshit fight, if you're gonna give me a bullshit fight, just don't put it behind a paywall. That's why
Yeah,
I'm not
okay,
complaining,
all right,
bro.
That's fair enough.
I'm not
Also,
complaining.
This is what I said
Wait,
earlier
what
about
weight
Conor
is it
Benn
gonna be
last
at?
week.
140?
Hang on. This is what I said about Conor Benn last week. You have to match him carefully. And what better careful matchup than shot Prograis?
I mean,
Okay,
honestly,
yeah, that's
yo,
yeah.
dog.
That's not careful, dude. That's not. Do you think that's careful? That's negligence.
Yes.
For Conor Benn? Yeah.
No.
Dude, that's negligence, dude.
Listen.
Fucking when's the last time- when's the last time-
In the junior middleweight division, honestly, right? You know what would have been an excellent fight for Conor, right? That you could get behind it, that you could say, no, this is a good fight. Charles Conwell. He's a pressure guy, short, stout guy, so he's not going to be. He wouldn't be physically imposing to Conor in the sense that he's not a big guy. He's like 5'6", 5'7", stocky, but he's a pressure guy. You could have made that fight, and that would have been a respectable fight. But just like Jason said, you got to match this dude, baby, soft, bro. You have to. Like,
This is negligence. When's the last time?
A showcase fighter.
When's the last time Prograis looked at all decent? At all?
honestly,
Well, Jose
Zapeda.
yeah, that's it.
but
That
3
was
years
it.
ago. But
Yeah,
three,
and that was
what
Zapeda's retirement. That was his retirement fight.
No, that wasn't his retirement fight. He fought
the last-
Dalton Smith. You know what? It was more than 3 years ago, honestly. That was
It
like
was a long
4
time
years ago. But because after that, Zapeda fought Dalton Smith in the UK. So that he didn't retire after
okay.
lost to Prograis. But
I thought he
yeah,
retired.
like you're
But
matching
that was
this
the
guy,
la- okay,
baby.
that was the
soft.
last time he looked good, and it was against a seasoned vet, and they're like, okay, but that was it. That was it.
That was like 4 years ago, though.
Yeah,
Maybe
So
5. It was a long, dog. It was a long time ago. Like I remember, I bought that fight. It was on pay-per-view. I bought that fight. Yes.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago, Joe.
Nation promoted it out of nowhere.
I bought, yeah.
So
I
that's
bought
not
that
matching
fucking
him
fight.
Yeah,
soft.
no,
That's-
David Haney knocked him down. End of story.
Oh
Yeah.
that's exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. I was at that fight too.
Oh, you're talking about Devin Haney's first knockdown since the last Trump administration?
Well, he did knock down Brian Gore-Tex.
No, oh, my bad. 2 knockdowns since the last Trump administration.
But listen, like they're protecting their investment. Look, is it a shitty fight? Yes, it is. There's no reason for Regis to be venturing north of 140, or there's no reason for him to be at 150. There's no good reason you landed on that guy other than you don't want Conor to get beat. Very obvious. But because it doesn't cost me anything extra, I'll take it. Because last weekend, the weekend before last, they wanted $75 for Ryan versus Barrios. So I can't complain. It's on Netflix. It's a co-main. I'll watch it. And I don't Fury's fight, I don't mind. I think that's a solid fight, and I think that's a solid guy to come back with. So I don't mind. I'll watch the fucking bullshit. But yeah, Conor, his days are numbered, bro. If this is what you gotta do, bro, you gotta fight Regis Prograis. This what you gotta do? Yeah, your ass is cooked, bro. You cooked. I don't even know that he beats Ryan, man. Because I think this is en route to a Ryan Garcia fight. But I don't even know that he beats Ryan.
No, I don't think he does.
Mm.
Like, what does he do that is objectively better than Ryan Garcia? And I threw up in the back of my mouth as I said that. But what? What does he do that's better than Ryan?
It's gonna fucking make Ryan look like he's fucking
Tito Trinidad.
Trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make fucking Ryan look like he's fucking Arguello out there, bro.
Yep.
Jesus.
Honestly, you're boiling down to a weight you haven't made in over 3 years. You don't have much of an amateur pedigree. Fundamentals really aren't your thing. You're not an X's and O's boxer. At the most, you're a brawler. You can be walked into a left hook. Ryan might win that fight.
Conor Benn makes Ryan Garcia look like 97 Oscar De La Hoya.
For real, you know? Yeah, he's a hungry young lion. He can't be overlooked. You
I
know?
think Conor could beat Ryan, though. You don't think so?
No. The more I think about it, no. The more I think about
Ryan?
it.
That's crazy.
Yo. Listen. Do you think Conor is going to win a boxing match? You know what I mean? Not a fight, a boxing match. Could you see him doing that?
You're
No.
right. Yeah, you're right.
I can't
Yeah.
like I can't in other words, Conor's best bet to win the fight, because he's not a boxer. He's not a boxer's boxer. At the most, he's a guy, he jumps on you, he tries to get physical. I think if you try that with Ryan, he's going to walk you into a left hook. He's going to knock you out. That's what I think. And the best version of Conor, right? The best version, right? When he's, he's on his shit, he's jerking off, all the stuff. He's a brawler. He's a brawler. Like, yeah, at his best, he's a fucking brawler. When he's doing his thing, he's a brawler. He's an aggressive guy, kind of strong with the peds. I think Ryan, I'm gonna say it now. I think Ryan knocks him out if they fight. I'm gonna go with Ryan.
That's crazy talk,
I'm
Jules.
gonna go with Ryan.
That's
I'm gonna go with
crazy.
Ryan to win that fight.
That's
I'm gonna-
not
yeah,
crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Give him both peds. Ryan will knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Ryan on PEDs and Conor Benn on that huevos rancheros diet. That'd be a 50-50 to me.
Nah, I'd still go with Ryan, because Ryan's dog shit, man. But he does have a better he has more to draw from than Conor. He does. He has more to draw from, And comparatively, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but he has been in there with the better fighters. Than the best guy that Conor ever fought was Chris Eubank.
Yeah, Connor is fucking
That's
garbage,
true.
bro.
That's
Weight drain Chris Eubank.
At that, in
That's
his
true.
mid-30s. Ryan,
So you mean you don't give him credit for the Samuel Vargas win, Jules?
oh my God. Right?
Oh,
the Chris
shit.
Van Heerden.
No,
the Chris Van Heerden.
Chris
the
Algieri.
Chris Algieri.
Right?
Hey, yo, Jules. So what do you get if Conor Benn fights Rolly? Who you got?
Honestly,
Rolly.
I might have to go with Rolly.
That retarded power he got?
The shit is that Rolly is retarded, but he proved one thing in his last 2 fights. He's a good student. He listens to Ishmael. His last 2 fights, you saw, he's fighting different. He's not fighting like a moron like he was when he was with Coach Bullet. With Ishmael, no, he's jabbing, he's moving, he's protecting himself. I might have to go with, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, I might have to go with Rolly. Might. For a
God, the
guy who hasn't
140,
made
147
welterweight,
divisions suck.
for a guy who hasn't made welterweight in 3 years, coming up on 30, yeah, Rolly might get you. He might knock your ass out. He might. It pains me to say that, but
Unbelievable that this is the welterweight division of now.
it's
I know,
just
for
that
real.
Conor is the problem with Conor. It's not that we're piling on. The real problem with Conor is he never proved he was a world-class fighter. beating Chris Eubank Jr. doesn't make you world class. He wasn't world class. Fuck
So
is
beating
beating
Ryan does. I mean that's crazy though. The welterweight division is trash. Like, I mean, Devin is the only hope, but he's boring as
bro,
fuck. Nobody
bro.
likes him.
Jules, I was gonna put this in a super chat, but it wouldn't let me. Listen, I know that welterweight is not an actual place, but I would like to get hit with a meteor
I dig it.
just to wipe out that whole
Conor-
division.
Conor Benn lost to a weight drained Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, man. Yeah. Conor to me is still prospect level. What world class contender did he fight that was world
Bro,
class? Like,
did you see Frank? He could win a world title Essex. Like, you know what I mean?
for real. He's still a prospect to me. Like, you still a prospect level fighter, but you got the Nepo baby thing going on. So yeah, you made a lot of money, but realistically, it's not hate. It's a serious question. Who's the best fighter you fought? Chris? Well, Chris ain't never been that good. So I mean, there
Nah.
we are. Those guys beat him, man. Unfortunately. It would be better for the division if Conor were able to get a title, right? Just hypothetically speaking, it would actually be better for welterweight if Conor won a title. But I
Right.
don't think he beats Ryan. I don't think he beats Ryan. I don't. I think Ryan knocks him out.
The only champion I thought he could beat at welterweight just lost their title to Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, Mario Barri. I think you're right, because I think he could have beat him. He definitely could have beat him.
Yeah.
But that's a missed opportunity now. Fucking, they're announcing that guy's going to junior middleweight, and it's like, yo, American boxing media is not serious people, bro. If the guy was shit at 140 and he was still shit at 147, what the fuck do you think he's gonna be?
Nah,
at
I heard that.
154,
I
bro?
seen that, and the only thing that
What
came
are
to
we talking
mind was
about?
that one clip. The dudes don't care,
Mario?
don't care.
Mario's.
I really don't care.
All right. I mean, come on. I mean, look, he should just stay at 147 just so he can get passed around, because he still hasn't gotten knocked out, I think.
Who's he
Tank
gonna beat
Davis
at
knocked him out.
Who's he gonna? Yeah, he got knocked out. Fucking Virtuoso. You forgot he got
There was
knocked out by
a body shot, Virtuoso.
God damn, that was years ago.
Yep.
I'm just saying that who is he gonna beat at 54? Who, homie?
Yeah.
Who what you going up there to do? Go to the hospital? You're not winning a belt from nobody up there. Who you going up there to fight?
Well, he's not winning the belt from him at 147 either.
I mean, shit, bro. Just saying, and they kind of just mull over it that the guy's been shit for as long as y'all been talking about this guy. The guy's been shit. He wasn't shit at 40, and he wasn't shit at 47. So what the fuck is he gonna be at 54? Well, go ahead.
Dog shit.
B-level gatekeeper, bro.
No, go ahead. Mario's going to 54. Congratulations. Ignacio sings Songs of Glory.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? Oh man, terrible. That just means Jules went on a bacon break, right?
Yep.
Bacon, jerking off break, whatever the fuck.
This proves Tank Davis is a star, guys. Totally proves it, because losing to him gives you a career. Yay.
That's the thing, though. It's like they make careers out of these fucking losers, man. It's like it's a way to somehow stimulate the boxing economy somehow, but like you got like the guys that we want to see fight, bro. They're barely doing this shit. They're not as active as we want them to, and you gotta, and so you have to fill this fucking void with all this fucking slop, and that's what they're doing. Like PBC is just about to have, I think they have the card in this month, right? And then the next one after that, right? These guys are not as out as often as possible, and when they are, it's to jerk the fans off, to jerk us around.
Well, yeah, because they don't have much of a roster anymore. Literally, almost all the guys they've had on their roster in the last 3 or 4 years have all fucking abandoned ship. I mean, literally, they don't have much left on that fucking roster.
Right. They could just migrate to Zufa, because I mean, looking at that roster that Jules just showed, yeah, there could be room for those kind of guys because they're not in the business of just like selling names, an entity. Like It's all about the brand. What they're in the business of is selling fights. Fuck the names. Did you enjoy the fight? Okay, here's more of it. And they're just gonna keep
Yeah.
doing that as a diet.
On that list, Virtuoso, when I was looking at it the other day, they have about 10 or 12 guys who were on the PBC roster at some point. So they
Right.
have a few of their guys already. So it's not like they would. I don't think they'd be averse to picking up more of their fucking dudes.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, fucking this month is kind of slow. I mean, there's nothing really going on this weekend. Next
Yeah,
weekend,
kind
there's
of a
a couple
downgrade
cards.
compared to February, because
Yeah.
Isn't there a pro box this Saturday though?
Is there?
I heard. I
Let me
think there
check.
was. No.
No, the only pro box, bro, has been the Lester Martinez, but that's in 2 weeks. I mean, unless they have another card that they haven't been talking
Isn't
about.
he fighting for the interim belt, Lester?
Yeah, he's fighting that guy that Jules talked about, Aleem.
Yeah.
He used to be on the PBC.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know.
Risa
I heard
Aleem?
they're fighting for an interim belt.
No,
And you know why? Too?
Emmanuel
Because I
Aleem.
felt like
Oh,
I
okay.
felt like when Mauricio Suleiman was there, they were pressing him so much that he just threw it up there for them. You know.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to fucking put pressure on these guys, to make shit happen, man. I mean, fuck, man. It's like they just keep on delegitimizing the sport. I mean, fuck.
You can't get. You have to try. To get the press
that's
with
true.
Shit. Like, yeah, you have to find the fighters that actually do go around, fight people, make the sport worthwhile and fun to watch, and follow them, and just laugh at the ones who are being retards. It's why I kind of get annoyed when we bring up Virgil Ortiz, because it's like, oh, Jason's just gonna talk some shit again, just say the same shit over and over again. No one wants to hear that shit. Like, yeah, fuck him. Let's talk about someone else. Like,
Yeah,
we should Ioka. We should talk about Ioka. He's going up to bantamweight to try and become the first 5-weight Japanese champion. Who do you think he's going to go after in bantamweight?
And isn't that fight? He's fighting already on May, though, right? Against Nakatani.
No, I don't think there's any Ioka. I don't think there's any things scheduled.
Oh, Ioka.
Inoue's
Okay,
fighting.
yeah, I thought you.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
If I were Ioka, I'd fight. I'd fight the younger Inoue, because he got the bantamweight.
Yeah, isn't Ioka in 118 though?
No, he moved up to 118. He's gonna fight not Naoya Inoue's brother, because he got the bantamweight title back.
Yeah, because I remember the last time I seen Inoue's brother, he beat the kickboxer dude Tension for the belt. So I would think that would be a good fight if he would go fight him. That'd be could be a headliner over there in Japan too as well.
Plus, Ioka will be able to stick it to Ohashi, because Ohashi's been trying to get Naoya Inoue to be a 5-weight world champion for a while. Like, no one has been pushing Inoue to move up a weight class more than Ohashi.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro, I wanted him. I think a lot of us wanted him against Nick Ball. That everybody was talking about that fight. Ain't nobody was talking about him fighting Espinoza or someone else. Everybody was talking about him fighting the smallest dude, Nick Ball, things like that. Since Nick Ball lost, would you like to see him fight fucking Figueroa? Because to me, that would have to be the fight. Just fight the guy you're supposed to fight that beat him. That dude. Fight him. You've already beaten a guy who's beat him twice. So fight that dude, No, not Figueroa. If you're gonna be anybody, it's going to be Leo. Because Leo's actually
because Leo went to Japan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Leo went to Japan, but also let me state the obvious. The elephant in the room is that the belt holders at featherweight, you got Rafael Espinoza. This guy's what, 6'2"? Brandon is what, 5'10", 5'11" at that weight. I don't know that Inoue is going to go for those kind of guys because he's already, you know that he's feeling the weight. You know, he's feeling the weight at 122. That like, yeah, I don't hit as hard as at this weight. Do you guys trust that he can beat Brandon? Do you trust it?
I don't think you're gonna knock him out. That's going 12 rounds. That's a 12-round fight right there.
Don't get fucking quiet. There's like fucking 5 people up here. Do you guys
he can
believe that
beat
Inoue
Figueroa.
can beat Brandon?
Yeah, he can beat Brandon Figueroa. What are we doing here?
Virtuoso, you want to add anything?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I can see him outboxing him, but I don't know about like knocking him out because I gotta give it to him. Like, yo, listen, he's sloppy, but he's got a good chin. He knows how to roll punches. But the guy has a pressure style that I don't know. I've seen Inoue try to subvert. Who was the last guy that fought with pressure?
I'm gonna say
That
the
gave him
part.
problems.
I'm gonna say the part that Ignacio is too scared to say. And real talk, Brandon is dangerous to Inoue, if for no other reason than his size. He's a big lummox. He's a moron. He's gonna fight like a fucking moron, but he's a big moron, and that's a problem. Inoue is not a big guy. He's a amazing boxer, fast as hell. Sure, all that stuff is great, but that would be his 5th weight class, bro. The guy can only take so much, and I get it that, yeah, Brandon used to fight at 122 and all the shit, but still, this would be Inoue's 5th weight. I'm at a point now where I'm like, look, I know somebody's going to get him. I know they are because that's how Japanese fighters go out. Japanese fighters go out like pulled fucking pork, bro. They get fucked up.
Like Katsu, bro.
Yeah, it's true,
Hibachi.
Jules. And it's crazy, Jules, because you're saying that because he got dropped by what? 2 Mexicans. The only guys he'd been dropped were Mexicans, so it could be the wrong move for him fighting Figueroa.
Could have been a Filipino.
Yeah, we'll take a look at those fights though. One, he was stiff because it was a huge fight that he was getting revenge, and the other one was who the fuck is this guy? Turns out, shit.
I like Inoue, but I'll package it this way. It's definitely not a foregone conclusion that he beats Rafael Espinoza. It is not. That guy's just too fucking big.
That one I'm worried about.
That guy's just too fucking big. And Brandon,
Which is why,
I mean, look,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Those two should fight. I think that should be the next fight.
It should be. It should. Look, those guys should be fighting each other. We shouldn't be having this conversation. Inoue is on the verge of a super fight at 122. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. But it looks more and more like they're not going to do anything until he moves up. They're not going to do anything with each other until he moves up.
Shoo.
Been two shoo. Honestly, shoo he can
beat. Leo in Japan.
Shoo he can beat. I say that with some confidence. Inexperience is why. Shoo is the least experienced of the Leo and Shoo he can beat. He can beat them. I'm really confident that he can beat Leo and Shoo. You got to get him now, though, is the thing. Like, yeah, you'd have to get him sooner than later because he's also younger than you. He's also bigger than you. So the sooner you fight him, the better it is. But yeah, those are the winnable fights at 126. But you start talking about Brandon, like I said, I think Brandon is awful. I think he's a horrible boxer, but he's a big, horrible boxer.
Horrible
you got
fighter.
a little horrible, like the fucking gummies, horrible. But when you have a bit of size, you can get away with being horrible, can't you? When you have a bit of size, and he's got that. So yeah, the bell tolls for Inoue, man. If Junto doesn't get him, he's not going to retire undefeated, fellas. He's not.
That's crazy though. The way you're saying, the way you're talking about it, like size matters. It's like Navarrete size, right? Like that's kind of like Brandon Figueroa. He's like he's a lanky kind of dude. I'm just gonna ask for anybody who's ever been in a fight. Tell me where you've been in a fight where size don't matter. 99.9% of the time, that shit matters. If you 160 or 170 and you're fighting a guy 250, yeah, size don't matter. But people look at
people look at exceptional fighters like an Usyk, right? That, well, you know, Fury had 50 pounds on him. Yeah, it didn't matter for him because he's the exception to the majority. The majority of the fucking time, size matters a lot if you're in a fight. Yeah, it matters a lot. It matters if you block a punch and it still hurts, right? It matters if you land a punch and the guy don't move. Yeah, that fucking matters, bro. How could it not matter? So, you know, and I like Inoue, man, but I'm just saying it like, yeah, 5th weight, bro. Something's got to give. Chocolatito got found out in his 4th weight.
Well, speaking
So
of
out of
Japanese
those
fighters
two,
in their
Jules,
5th weight, hang on. Speaking of Japanese fighters in their 5th weight, who do you think Yoka goes after at bantamweight to get his 5th weight title? I think he goes after the other in a way.
Takuma. Why would? It's the biggest fight. Right now, the biggest fight at 118 is Takuma Inoue. I'm not trying to be fucked up, but nobody give a fuck about them Spanish guys. Nobody give a fuck about you. Nobody give a fuck about Medina. Come on, man. Like, nobody give a fuck about Medina, bro. Like, I care about that fucking dude, bro.
Funky Cold Medina.
Funky Cold Medina, right? Like, nobody give a fuck about that dude. Takuma right now is the money at 118 because everybody looks at him as a segue to his big brother. Robert Garcia said it. He want to put Bam in there with Takuma. I want to see that too, by the way. I want to see that. Bam versus Takuma. Sign me up.
Bro, Mexico versus
fight.
Japan is some of the greatest matchups.
Right?
Bam
So
versus
roll
Takuma
on
will be
that
fun
shit.
for as long as it lasts.
You know, listen, you know that Bam wins the fight. Like, bro, nobody's wondering how that fight
That's not an illusion.
Bam wins the fight. It's how bad Bam would fuck him up. And you know, and that is set up the Inoue fight. Like, that's another super fight. Like, you see how I beat your brother ass? Did you see that shit? I beat your brother
Bam
ass.
trying to do his Canelo shit.
Man, I'm still mad. I'm still mad Junto Takuma didn't happen.
Beating on brothers and shit.
Bro, no, listen, if Junto Takuma didn't happen, it's because Takuma didn't want that shit. Listen, no, outside of, you know, right, because that fight just happened too, you know, the Sebastian Hernandez fight. Nobody wanted to do nothing with Junto before that, bro. Nobody wanted that fucking dude. And I still think Ohashi didn't really want to make the Nakatani fight. He didn't, but because he looked like dog shit in the last fight, now you want to make it, you know. And I fuck with Inoue, man, I really do. But I'm just saying that I don't think Ohashi wanted that fight. It's just,
well, you're right.
You know,
Ohashi didn't want that fight, but that's because again he's been pushing and pushing and pushing for Inoue to move up a weight class. Because again, it's the race between Inoue and Yoka for who's going to be the first ever 5-weight Japanese champion. That's what he cares about.
Bro, this guy Junior Spock, he's asking some dumbass shit. He says, how high does Bam go up? 135? My guy. Bro,
Bam
on,
is
you gotta meet
than
us halfway,
Inoue.
bro. Like,
yo, imagine Bam low ass at 135,
bro,
dog.
this guy has no like idea how small that dude actually is.
Yo, where do I think Bam caps out at? Honestly,
22.
He cannot go to 2-6. Absolutely not. You will get, and I like Bam, but you will get fucking cream pied up there, bro. They're gonna Violet Myers your ass up there, bro.
Jesus Christ.
2-2, bro. 2-2. Yo, he ain't even at 118 yet. We told him, but yeah, 2-2. That's where the buck stops, bro. And I don't think he's gonna hit that hard at 2-2 is the other thing. So you're gonna have to really decision motherfuckers. You're gonna have to outbox motherfuckers. You're gonna stop knocking motherfuckers out at 2-2. Oh yeah. Bam is a low ass dude, man. That's a low ass dude.
Yeah, you can't keep asking the Mexican Harry Potter to just keep knocking motherfuckers out.
For real, Expendionis, bro. Come on.
Bro, you call him the Mexican Harry Potter. What the fuck?
If you put them low ass glasses on him, bro, and you give him like a graduation robe, bro.
Yep.
He really do look.
He does look like the Mexican Harry Potter, Jason.
He got the hair and all that, bro.
Yep.
Man, I'm never able to look at that motherfucker the same way ever again.
I'm trying to tell you.
You ruined Bam for me forever.
2-2, bro. That's where the buck stops, 2-2. And we're a ways out from him even going to 122, honestly. Unless Turkey just throws a fat fucking bag at him, bro, we don't see him versus Inoue. We don't. The only way that fight happens is if Turkey tries to hit the gas on it and say, look, here's 15 mil, go fight Inoue. Then maybe we get it. Then maybe we get it.
There's no juice for that fight among people who pay for it. Japan. Like, there's no juice for a Bam Inoue fight at all. They're not interested.
Yeah. That's why I said the only way it happens is if Turkey makes it happen. If you offer him a huge bag to do it and you offer Inoue a huge bag to take it on, yeah, it could happen then. Outside of that, it doesn't happen. Robert is talking that shit. He's talking that fly shit, but y'all not going to hopscotch 118 then straight up to 122 just like that. There has to be an incentive. And money is the great motivator. After Junto, maybe Turkey will push for it. I don't know. But on its own, I don't see that fight happening. Not on its own.
Man, Bam would be the first opponent in years Inoue fought that he was legitimately bigger than. He'd have a field day with Bam.
But the shit is also, I suppose it's worth noting that, look, Inoue isn't getting any younger. He's not getting any younger. He's not going to get any faster.
And then in those weight classes, those guys age a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah. Because they're real big on speed down there. They have to be, because the guys that are that fucking small, yeah, they're fucking fast as hell. But you slip, you end up like Choco. My heart broke when that second fight. My heart broke, bro. Fucking seeing Choco get knocked the fuck out like that. My heart broke.
He had a comeback. He had a comeback. So the story had a happy ending.
He did. Yeah. Is he still fighting?
Yes.
He was supposed to fight last year, Jules, in Nicaragua, remember?
Yeah, nothing happened. I mean, no.
That's what I was saying. Like he moved up to 118. That's why I remember I asked you. I said, why couldn't they just make the Yoka Choco fight at 118?
That would have been fucking perfect, bro. Would have been fucking perfect. How old is Choco now?
He's 30. He's gonna be 38 this year.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
He
bro.
is 43 years old.
Get the fuck out of here. At those,
bro, you get
weights?
old at the lower weights at like fucking 27.
For real, yo. At that fucking age, at them weights, like, yeah, just pack it up. But, hey, Gallo's still out here, right? Gallo's still out here.
And Gallo's about to be 36.
They gotta run it back.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Nah, we saw 3. That was enough.
Fuck that shit.
We saw 3 fights. They were 3 entertaining fights. That's all we needed.
Yep.
70 carats of diamonds. No mames, puto.
I'm fucking going to sleep, y'all. I'm fucking tired. I got gym.
I feel you, way. Good night, old man.
I'm out of here. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Night.